we go. Yay! We're live and we're back! Yay! Oh my God, I missed you guys
Missed you
so
more.
much. The past 2 weeks have been so crazy. I'm not even gonna get into it right now. I just miss you guys. Like, how have you been? Like, how are you?
We are alive, surviving in this capitalist hellscape, and then this end stage capitalism. We're all
We
here.
have so
Yes.
much to talk about.
I don't know if
Oh,
we can even call it late. Wait, did you say late stage or end stage? Because I say
I
end
said
stage.
end.
Oh, okay, no,
End.
okay. I'm making
We're
sure
end
because
stage.
late stage was like
that was
4
old. That was way back.
Yeah, it was 2016. 2016
Right.
was late stage.
I mean, there's
That
so
was the
much to
last
talk
time.
about. And I think we should start with, we didn't get to do it last week, but Assata Shakur, like honoring her and her life.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, he's got something. But
I'm scared. Now I'm
right,
scared of what Chris is going to come
but
back with.
you know, in the Black resistance, and you know, there's just who she was to us. Like, I just want to just acknowledge her and all that she did, and that also how messed up it is she couldn't come home because of this racist government that we
She
have.
died free though. She
She
died.
did,
She died
but
free.
I would much rather her have died in Cuba free than come back here for this bullshit.
right, like
Agreed.
I agree. It's just,
Heavy agree.
Give me,
It's
you know,
just a lot.
give
He does
me 2 seconds. I'm sorry because I've had this in me. The autobiography of Assata Shakur has been my favorite book since I was 17 years old. I had the privilege of speaking with her when I was in college. It was a brief phone conversation, but it meant everything to me. It was during, sorry, I went to Seton Hall University, and there was a presentation being given by Ramona Africa, who was, one of the victims
the
of
MOVE movement.
the move bombing in Philadelphia. And she had some connections and things, and she was talking to me, and she was very, oh man, she was very kind. And to make a long story short, I don't want to take up all the time, but I actually got the opportunity to speak to Sara Shakur on the telephone.
It's amazing.
And it was like 2 seconds, but it was like the best 2 seconds in the world.
yeah,
And she meant a lot to me, and she meant a lot to my development as a person. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. I don't think anyone is, but I think that I am a much better person by knowing her story than I was before I knew it. And shout out to my high school teacher, Mr. Whitaker, who, again, like I was in his class, and this is the copy of the book that I got when I was in high school.
Oh man, I love that. I love that. Teachers matter. Teachers matter.
They do.
They matter.
That's
I
Yeah.
love that.
I'm gonna need like 2
we
seconds, but that's all.
didn't have a show last week, so we didn't get to just honor her. I feel like she needed to, we need to speak about it, put it on show.
Absolutely.
But yeah. So that said,
She died free.
she died free.
Yeah. That's all we can ever hope for. I mean, as much as it is horrible that she couldn't come home, because in every sense of the world, Black people are at home in this country. The Black people who built this country, the descendants of this transatlantic slave trade, we do. This is our home. We've had to redefine what indigeneity is, and develop our own culture in this place. And it's a shame that she wasn't able to come here, but it is more important that she died free, and that the government didn't try to make her a martyr. Even government officials that we can't even talk negatively about without being attacked, who raised the bounty on her, making it even more difficult for her to come home during their term. Um, she was still free, and that's the most important thing that we can ever that we could ever hope for.
She fought for
And
the
that
freedom,
somebody, yeah,
for freedom of all of us, which we are in the middle of that battle right now. Because I know you guys. I know it's hard being smart Black people and aware in this time, and it's really difficult. So I know we're all aware of what happened in Chicago,
we are.
and how we are under attack. Like, we really need to speak about like what are we going to do now? These people have gone, they're going straight full fascist, full extreme, full racist regime. They busted into an apartment building in the middle of the night and zip tied black people, black kids, black women, black men, ransacked their homes, destroyed everything, and said they were looking for warrants. They didn't have warrants. They just did it. And like, this can happen anywhere, anytime. Like, we're still in this battle. Like, she started, she fought, she spoke, but where are we now? Like, what are we doing now? Like, I feel in some ways that most of this stuff with the fascist regime is a white people's battle, but we still got to be ready and willing to fight for our people. And I just, like, I don't know how, like, I don't even know how to process the feelings that I've been having about reading that happened in Chicago. Like, I'm struggling with it. Like, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but for me, it's like, well, I knew it was coming. Like, I wasn't stupid enough to think that ICE wouldn't turn on us. I knew, because a lot of black people like, we don't have to worry. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
wow.
the, and then they came for me because there was no one left to, defend me or protect me. I'm paraphrasing the quote, but you guys, I know you guys are familiar with it. It's like first they came for, then they came for, and then they came for, I'll be honest. You guys know that I have a pretty jovial social media presence and all that. So I've made little jokes here and there. I'm not going to bullshit, but I do not take lightly people being gathered up by ICE just randomly by masked individuals. I never had any thoughts that wouldn't get to me eventually. You know, they'll say, "Hey, you look Dominican," and then now it's over. But both of y'all are way too light skinned to even have been like y'all should be concerned. That, like, listen, if I call
Hey, I'm
ICE
gonna
with Sarah right
point.
now,
Man.
I'm just
I
why are
could
we
be
both turning
anything out here.
to
Man, because we know what's up. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm of multiple minds on this because I think there's multiple truths happening at one time, and I think we have to be incredibly strategic about how we proceed forward. Because the truth is, this is a provocation, and because they have the desire to escalate, and
Right.
not that it's not naturally escalating, not that there's not an entire force of accelerationists on the extreme right wing
But the
side that
acceleration
is
is a
trying to.
concerted effort on
Yeah,
their part.
exactly. They're trying to spur this along. I don't. Let me say this, and this is not. I'm like third generation American on a few fronts, right? And then I'm, strongly American, like first census, first free ancestor. In Alachua, Florida, 1865. That's my firstborn free one. Like, so I'm very much of this place, and I'm also a descendant of immigrants in this place. And I was never under any illusion as a black person or the descendant of immigrants that they were not going to come for us. The truth is, and I wish more people would see it like this has always been an issue between white people and black people in this country.
Right.
Everyone else, unfortunately, and this isn't to say that their struggle or plight is not important or central or very, very American, because it is, right?
Right.
But the central conflict
Mhm.
is that these people enslaved us.
Right.
That's it. That's the central conflict. And when they were no longer able to enslave us, when they no longer had that workforce, when they actually had to do that, there's always been this bitter resentment. And
Mhm.
it started with Reconstruction failing and the Compromise of 1877 because some white guy wanted to be president, right? That's always what it starts with.
Mhm.
And I think black people have always been at the forefront of making sure that we all had rights. And a lot
Right.
of people have ridden those coattails and then given us their asses to kiss at the end
Yeah.
of it. So it's okay,
White
right?
liberal women just wanted to,
White liberal women, even
Well,
other,
immigrants too. I mean, there's a lot of immigrants
yeah,
that have come in who came in on the coattails of the civil rights movement and were able to use the rights that we fought for. We fought for
yeah,
everyone to have the same rights.
right,
And then they come in and then they're like, oh, they want to look down on black people when black people literally
and
fought for
It's because of how successful the American propaganda machine has been in
Yes.
exporting white supremacy to the
Mhm.
rest of the colonies and the rest of their, their imperial empire. That's the
Right.
frustrating thing about it because, like, do I blame any one immigrant group of which,
No.
I'm also like, a third generation a part of? No, of course not. But I do want people to examine their own anti-blackness.
Right.
I do want people to understand that a lot of the stereotypes and ideas they have about Black Americans are based on their own parasocial relationship that they've been having with us via our exported media, which is
Right.
our biggest thing, right?
Right.
And I
Absolutely.
want us to be extremely strategic and careful because for too long, I think because of this country's history and because
Mhm.
of how Black people are used to spur on movements, right? A lot of Black bodies become collateral damage. It reminds me of Ta-Nehisi Coates' Between the World and Me, the
Yeah.
destruction of the Black body. That was like a
Right.
central theme, right?
Right.
And I think people are so used to seeing brutality against us that
Yes.
they can't even fathom the fact that we're not getting tear gassed in the streets right now,
Mhm.
Right.
that we're not, you know what I'm saying,
It's
that we're
normalized.
not resisting,
Mhm.
because they
But we
expect that,
are
they
resisting. We
and
are
we
resisting.
are. That's the thing.
We are
We're just
resisting.
resisting in a different way.
No
And I
way.
think we should be more strategic and continue
Mhm.
to do that in the ways that we can. And I
Yeah.
do think that everybody else also needs to step up. And I
Well,
don't want any more finger wagging at Black Americans
well,
for
you.
the
I
frustration that
don't
we
know if
No,
you
feel.
no,
saw
wait.
on my social media.
I want to say one thing. I'm sorry, Kai. I
Yeah.
apologize. I literally I had like a huge argument with someone at one of my jobs the other day because they were trying, like, just to Sarah, to your point, where you're like, I need other groups to step up. I had an argument with someone the other day because what they were trying to say, this was a Caucasian person. They were trying to say,
Mhm.
well, like a lot of Black men voted for Trump
No,
this
they did not. No, they did not. And I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to accept that.
upwards of
It's not true.
80% of Black men voted for Kamala Harris. If any other voting bloc gave 80 fucking percent of their vote to anyone, it wouldn't be questioned. But because we have a couple of fucking Jason Whitlocks and Candace Owens of the world, I said Candace Owens because it's a, but whatever, that was a mistake. I just hate that woman. But no, like, let's go back
We
to the
all do.
for a second. Like, it's like, okay, there's a couple of Negroes that you picked off the sides, but
Right.
the vast majority of us that are going out to vote said, yeah, no, this
You
is
know.
bad. Like, so don't put this on us. Look at the
Right.
Right.
Black women that
I
voted
don't
for
accept
twice.
it. Yeah, and they're not going to continue to separate Black people in this respect. Like we have our own individual misogynoir and issues that we'll have to work out between each other, but you will not separate us in this respect. We vote
Right.
consistently. We are
And we
for
always
each
have.
other where it fucking matters. Excuse me. Where it matters, we're for each other, and I don't want to hear anything else about
I'm
it.
gonna even share. This was so okay. So I'm driving home the other night. I'm on 101 near the San Francisco airport, and there's these people who are doing the No Kings protest. And so
Hmm.
I posted about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if y'all saw this, but I posted about it. And then this white lady says, "How do we make sure the honks equate to votes?" Now this is where we're all in accordance with this. This is where I'm like, hey, I told her I'll let you figure that out. We Black women did our part. 92% of us voted against this madness. We are voting and we are doing our job. And
Yeah.
so that's my whole reaction when white people want us to come up and figure out what to do. We are doing what we're supposed to do. Y'all need to figure out what y'all need.
But I think what happens a lot of the time is a lot of times white folks don't care about the numbers because I can't tell you how many times I have heard conservative whites talk about Candace Owens as if like, oh well, like because Candace, that's why she was on my mind when I was making the point about black men, because I've heard
Oh.
it's like, well, it's like, well, not every black woman. Look at Candace Owens. She is one fucking weird grifting person, and pretty
She's the
much the rest of
opportunist.
like,
She's
what?
the
Right.
opportunist.
I don't.
She's
Yeah.
the
I don't care.
opportunist.
She's one of those people. I'm not even. I don't
I don't even
even care.
care. Like
I
I
don't
don't
even
care.
care.
Mhm.
She's gonna say whatever ridiculous thing. Like she reminds me, and I actually, it's funny. I made a post about this yesterday on Facebook because I'm old. But I made
Aren't we all?
I made I made this post about the fact that like as soon as like sometimes like there's certain women who, as soon as you like critique them or be like, "Oh, that's stupid. That's misogynistic or that's anti-black," they're like, "Well, I'll be a coon. I'm a divine feminine goddess and buy my sea moss coochie gel and all that." That's what Candace Owens did, except she did a full turncoat. Because like does anybody know Candace Owens lore? Does everybody know? Remember she sued.
I'm very steeped in Candace Owens lore.
I don't even like. I know.
Candace Owens came out with a
care.
doxing app. That's what she came out with, a doxing app, and it got backlash, and it got so much backlash. She went away from the internet and came back as a conservative. That's her whole fucking lore. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're so pussy and so unprincipled and so hyper reactive and such a fucking crybaby that just a little bit of pressure caused you to change your entire worldview and hate, black people and hate everything else. Not to mention, Candace Owens, second generation American. We're gonna have to address, Chris, you and I, we're Caribbean people, right? We're gonna have to address this anti-black American Caribbean thing that happens.
It's a thing.
Eventually, we're gonna have to address it. Like it's a real thing. Chris and I are both like thing. Black American and Caribbean American, so like we see it.
I'm not, but I can trace my ancestry to at least one great grandparent is Irish.
Bahamas,
and
Irish.
Oh, Irish. Okay, yeah, that's very different.
And I know who that person is.
I'm telling you,
you're basically Jamaican, though.
I've seen.
I mean, that's the only that's the only immigrant.
Basically,
like I know I have an
immigrant.
I have an immigrant ancestor that I can trace to Ireland. Like I know that's cool. Where they came from, and so I'm like, okay, technically I am a descendant.
So technically, you're an island girl. You're an
island girl. You saw the Black Irish, Black Irish that are
guys, I'm making muffins. I gotta go check the muffins. Keep talking.
Here you go.
Okay, but
here you go, Chris.
I'm sorry. I make stuff. All right, I'll be back.
But I can talk about right now, like Susie, when she was like, "What should we do?" And I told her, like, let y'all figure it out. Of course, the white women tears come out as soon as you
every time.
Back up.
God forbid you ask them to hold their own peers accountable the way they ask us to hold every single black person on earth accountable at all times.
She did what white people do. I'm not asking to be attacked because apparently what I said was an attack. She says I'm asking for suggestions as if it's my job.
Wild.
To present you with ideas.
Absolutely, because us small little 13% of the population, we definitely have all this power. Us, the people who were like literally enslaved in this country, our descendants for 400 years, and then had 100 years of Jim Crow. We have all the power, apparently. Like, what are y'all talking about?
She's like, I'll not apologize for trying to turn this shit around. I just like I had to make
doing what, Susie? Doing what, Susie? What are you doing? You're posturing on the internet. Like, this is what kills me. Like. They can come together for Chick-fil-A booster club nights for their kids' school that they want to make sure they keep black kids out of, right?
But
they can come together. Yeah, but y'all can't come together and vote for your own best interest for affirmative action, which help white women above all. You can't vote for that. I don't want to hear it.
Why you keep bothering black women? Why do they keep bothering
us? Leave us alone. We're doing exactly what we're supposed to do. Listen, I know my neighbors.
Right.
I'm at the PTA meetings. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the city council meeting. I'm there.
You know what I do in my real life. So I'm not even going. I'm doing my part. I do what I'm supposed to do.
I sweep my side of
the street. All the PTA parents.
Yeah, shout out to the PTA.
I got video of Christian in second grade where I'm running the we had like a carnival. I'm doing the parachute thing. Where you do like
that's so fun. That's my favorite part of field day.
No, I know I'm speaking to two involved parents. And I could hear everything that was going on, by the way, because Sarah, my kitchen ain't that far. My place ain't much so big.
I don't think you can. My kitchen, I can't hear you. It's not. I mean, I'm in the very back.
No,
I'm above my kitchen right now. So
when I ran to my kitchen, I couldn't hear y'all. Y'all wouldn't hear me either. You'll hear me in the hallway, maybe.
Mine is downstairs. I could stomp and they could hear it.
This is the frustrating part about this regime and these white people, because I feel white people. I feel like this is y'all time. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you.
Y'all have
And I know they're
everything
having
right
the
now.
protest.
They won.
Right.
What are you guys going to do with it?
Right.
Yeah.
So was it October 18th is the No Kings protest? It's something like that. It's supposed to be a national or international.
I saw something about that today.
You said good for them.
But no, they're doing something. I'm serious. Good for them. I mean, that's
but I just feel like, part of me, like the thing with Chicago has me in this conflict because I'm like, we gotta make sure that this can't happen again because they're going to terrorize us because they've always terrorized us. Terror is homegrown here. This is where terrorism started. This is where fascism started. This all based on the racial terror that was perpetuated in this country for centuries. So we're in a place. I mean, I think about like my grandparents and and like how my parents were very. How do I even put this? My grandfather did not play. Does that make sense? Like,
absolutely.
My grandfather
also did not play.
Did not play. My grandfather was a gun carrying man. If he had to go into an area that was known to be racist, he put the shotgun on the back of the back seat in the window so they could see. He sent the message that this is whatever it is whatever it is, but don't think that you're just going to terrorize me and mine.
My grandfather raised his children in Newark, New Jersey, and kept a shotgun in his trunk. The first time I ever saw anybody shoot a gun, it was my grandfather. And when he passed away, he left one of his guns to my cousin Lionel. Shout out to my cousin Lionel, love you, bro. And I'm not gonna incriminate myself on camera, but
please don't.
I'll put it this way.
Yeah, they watch now.
Look, I'll just say that like I believe that it is important for Black people to have means to defend themselves.
Absolutely.
I've always believed that. And I think that it's more important even now. And the reason I say that is because, when my grandfather, made sure that he was armed, he was living in a much worse situation on the surface in regards to what literally in his face every day. And what I think is a little more insidious about 2025 and beyond is, you have so many people who, I'll bring up Hulk Hogan as an example. May he rest in piss in hell. I grew up loving Hulk Hogan because Hulk Hogan was like, I love blacks, brother. I'm gonna wear a do-rag, brother. Black culture, brother. So I'm like, oh, he's great. And then once he gets caught on tape, it's like, I don't like the blacks, brother.
I don't like those ends, brother.
And it's like, that is so much more insidious and more dangerous than I would prefer a David Duke running for whatever he was running for in the 90s when I was a kid than the it's like
it's so funny to me. Mark and I, we talk about it all the time, like how, we make the half-hearted kind of joke that, ending segregation was a mistake because we think about it all the time. We're like, and that's not, it's half-hearted because we didn't have access. That's I understand the point. We needed access, but that's because it was never going to be equal if it was separate.
But I'm going to say that the institutions that Black folks that we had, the institutions we created, the schools we created, the banks we created, the businesses that we created for ourselves were doing very well. Part of the reason they wanted to desegregate too, they wanted the Black dollar, and I just got to put that out there. Like I understand
I think about it. I remember that. No, we joke about it all the time. We look at it and like sometimes our kids will be like, "Oh, can we hang out with such and such?" And we're just like, segregation today, segregation tomorrow. We're like horrible. We're horrible. It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
No,
my children's white friends. We love you, white children.
You know that you could. You know that I can appreciate the joke because as much as we say this, the last time you were in my home, we were in my home with my son's big white friend.
Exactly. And no worries, your white children are safe here. I'm not going to do anything if I genuinely.
White children are always safer with Black people than.
Let me tell you something.
They always have been. At least they'll be fat and bathed.
Devin if it was like Anne Frank shit and he needed to hide, I'm giving that child a place to hide.
I'm not going to take it that far. That being said, I will not. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna get off it because
No,
people don't have a sense of humor.
let you
I don't
go.
know.
They
I
don't know how
wasn't
to
even.
make jokes,
People don't have a fucking sense of humor, and I
and
don't.
it's a good time to have a sense of humor. Like, this is
It
the
is.
era.
It
It's
is.
a lot of stressful stuff. If you can't laugh, you
That's
ain't
all.
gonna make it. So
That's
these
all I'm
just
saying.
jokes.
I
Just
thought we were supposed to be
jokes.
making comedy legal again. You know.
Aha.
I don't fucking
Oh wait, hold on, wait. Comedy legal again. Can we? Okay, maybe not right now. Can we talk about all those comedians that?
Oh, the Riyadh
Decided to rape-
Laugh Festival. That's all right, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I said, you know what? All of these, like, everything has always been a cope, right? I remember when people were like, "We're not canceling Dave Chappelle." I was like, "You can't fucking cancel him. He's rich anyway. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. You can't cancel rich people on some real shit."
No.
So if we're gonna be just completely like honest, it doesn't really matter. We're just saying, "Hey, Dave Chappelle." Maybe harping on about trans people when so much other shit is going on is kind of fucking stupid. And then everybody lost their
I have a
minds.
Dave Chappelle story. I do. I'm sorry.
Oh, let's do it.
Yes, go for
Okay,
it.
I don't
I'm here.
personally know Dave Chappelle. I know people who know Dave Chappelle. So there have been times when he comes into town that I am invited to go see Dave. So I get to go see him, and then afterwards, there's always something after the show that I'm also invited to. All right, Dave Chappelle lives in a completely different world and a completely different reality than the rest of us. Even I don't live in this reality, so I've had access to this reality. That's all I can say.
Right.
And so after a show one time in San Francisco, after the show, we leave. It's got to be 1:32 in the morning at this point because we stayed at the venue after the show and kicked it. And then,
Yeah.
like, oh, we're going to go somewhere else. They're like, okay, meet at this address. This address is the Four Seasons in downtown San Francisco. And so Dave Chappelle has the Four Seasons open the bar at 2 a.m. for a party, a private party of, it might have been like 25 to 40 people. I can't really remember.
Okay.
And so I was like sitting in the Four Seasons at 2 in the
That's
morning.
wild.
At 2 in the morning, they had pulled.
I don't think we've let that resonate how like big of a deal that is. Like, and I mean, I get it. Like, San Francisco's not shy to like celebrities, but the Four Seasons
Is
No,
it?
this is like, I have to tell you, in the moment,
crazy.
I'm sitting in the Four Seasons. It's 2 a.m. I noticed that there's staff, there's food, there's drinks, and I said, okay, he lives in a completely different reality from me because I can't get the Four Seasons to open up a whole venue at 2 in the morning and staff it and bring food and everything and have a party. It was music. I was like, I don't live this life.
Yeah.
So when I think about all of the stuff that Dave Chappelle does, Dave is not living like the rest of us. He's not living in the world. And so when people are like, oh, why can't he see? He can't see what we see because he's not living in the same reality.
And listen, I was never under the impression that he, Kevin Hart, or any of these other ones who are, doing the show are even close to the life that we live. My thing with that is people still identify with him and he does not identify with them, particularly black men. And I told them this. I said, you guys are not living in the same world as Dave Chappelle. You don't have the friends. You don't. This is a completely different world.
So, there's a whole ultra rich have a whole different power that we don't have.
Once you get over like the 20 million mark, shit is very different. It's very different.
I think I was the only normal person there. Like, what the? Like, I'm looking around. Like, what is happening? Is this real? Is this happening? And I was like, this can't be real.
I want to say something. So I'm gonna leave his name out of it, but Sarah, I think you'll realize who I'm talking about. Maybe I have a friend that like had his own television show, and I'm gonna leave his name. I'm gonna leave his name.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right, but I'm not gonna like whatever.
You tell me afterwards.
But my point is,
we got you.
Like I might text you in 2 seconds.
After the show, talk.
But he had his own television. Like if I said this name, you'd be like, oh, I know who you're talking about. But I would say that he is firmly like a C- D celebrity. He's not like Tom Cruise. Yeah. He's not Robert Downey Jr. Right. Like he's not that. Not to shit on him or anything. I'm just saying like there's levels to it. Oh, yeah. I have been in his
definitely black famous though. Yeah.
Oh, 100% black famous. But I've been in his presence where people have treated him like a god, and it's weird and I don't like it, and it's not good, but it's a real thing. So
They try to treat you like that off some Facebook groups. I don't know why it's
wait,
surprising at all. The amount of dick
remember,
sucking and
Sarah, I was the one that was like, I'm just a guy. They're like,
the fucking guy.
They're like, oh, you are our leader. I was like, nigga, no, I'm not. No, I'm
bro. I remember when they tried to snitch on me to you. I said, what the fuck is Krista?
What he gonna do?
What the fuck Chris gonna do? I'll pick Chris up.
The point that I'm making when I bring up, my friend who had a show is like he lives on a completely different level than us.
He does.
Like I've seen it firsthand.
Absolutely.
Like so when you talk about another rung above that, like the upper echelon of that, they're not dealing with people in
not even close. Not even close. And that's why I just tell people like all the time, like, and shout out to like your problematic faves and Monty Wilder and Tiani Kardashian, like the funny bloggers who are actually like creative and original, who also like equally jab at all of the celebrities,
Absolutely.
like no, and not in like a cruel like Perez Hilton kind of way, but in a realistic way that shows that these people are not like us. Their issues are not our issues, and we should not be worshiping any of them. Not a single one.
And that's the thing that's always bothered me is like, I guess I don't know. I think I live in. How do I describe myself? I don't know. I've lived in a weird space all my life, in my adult life, so I've been around people of all sorts. And so I don't even like, I've never seen celebrities as anything other than people, normal people to me. Like, I know that they live in a different reality because I've been in spaces and I'm like, what, like that story. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I'm sitting there like, like, what's happening? What is happening right now? Like, I have a little drink. Like, what is going on? Is this real? But at the same time, I also see them as normal people. And so I end up in this weird space of like, people will ask me, well, what that person is like, or what they do, or why are they like that?
People.
And you're like, you're like very confused. Like, they're just a regular person that just happens to be more popular than other people. That's really all it is.
Right.
Fame is just more people know who you are than you know who they are. That's really all it is.
Hello.
And
that's all it takes.
So they come with all of the idiosyncrasies and the oddities that we all do. They have all the issues that we do. They live normal, they still go to the bathroom and eat food and sleep. They're doing all the same stuff. Now I will say they do weird stuff. Like, there are times when I'm like, okay, that's when you doing some weird shit.
That is why nobody's told you that shit is weird, huh? Nobody told you that people don't do that.
I'm the person that will say, y'all know me, I can't like let it go. Like, if you do something weird, like Chris knows, if you do something weird, I'm gonna say, Chris, what the hell? Like, what is that? Like, what's going on? Or I'm gonna ignore you.
And I appreciate it. Wait, no, Sarah definitely knows this because before you came on the stream, she saw my screen image. She's like, Jennifer Jason Leigh?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Why, Chris?
What are you doing?
What's happening today? What's going on today? What crisis are you in right now?
I have two reactions.
I
have two reactions. If I know you, if you're my friend and I know you do weird stuff on a regular basis, I'm just gonna freaking ignore it.
See, Kai is so funny. Y'all have no idea how deep this goes. Kai won't even open a video from Chris anymore just because it's been so much weird shit. She's like, what?
Anytime I send something to the group, she's like, nope, I don't care.
She just goes, nope. She literally does not care, y'all. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen somebody
she's still my friend. She still cares about me and stuff, but she's just like, no.
But she's not going to indulge this bullshit. Like, Kai absolutely indulges nothing. It's the funniest shit. I was like, yo, boundaries on 12. She don't play.
Like, I remember I went out with a friend who is, I would say, a minor celebrity, and he was dressed one night, and he'd never been dressed before in my presence. And so, like, I look at him, I'm like, I don't have a problem. You wear whatever you want. Like, I want to be clear. I don't care what people wear. Yeah. Like, I don't give a shit. But if you don't normally wear a dress,
what the fuck are you doing? What's going on right now?
And then all of a sudden, like, you wearing a dress.
Right.
I'm gonna ask questions. So I looked at him and I was like, "What are you wearing?" I was like, what are you wearing? He's like, a dress. I was like, all right. And then that was it. Like, I just want to, like, we're going to acknowledge.
Yeah, we're going to acknowledge it. I'm not going to let it sit. Not, I'd have to say something because I'm a pervert, and listen, I'm a pervert, and I like little weird shit like that. I'd be like, what kind of dress? What you got to put under that?
Like, but, I mean, that's the difference between me and you. But I'm not gonna let the moment go by. Like, I'm not gonna pretend.
You gotta acknowledge it, but I'm a pervert.
You ain't wearing a dress. Like, I'm not doing that. Like,
you're not gonna just come in here. You're not gonna come in here wearing a dress, and I'm gonna say nothing.
We're gonna address the dress, and if
we're gonna move on afterwards. But yeah, you're gonna give me an explanation. What's going on? Yeah,
what's going on?
But I want to know,
and then I'm gonna move on. But that's me. Interacting with people, like, they're normal people, but at the same time, you can't just do weird shit and I'm not gonna say anything. Like, it's just not.
No, immediately. Seriously.
If you're my friend and you regularly do weird shit, I'm just gonna ignore it because I'm
gonna expect weird shit. Oh, that's just them.
Like me enjoying being lightly choked during sex. You're not gonna be.
And I ignored that post. He posts that all the time. Do you realize how many times he posts that? And I'm like, dude,
pretty much every day, yeah. But if I didn't say it all the time, I wouldn't have people in my life that choke me. I'm sorry.
It's like I'm
back to normal stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think so. I had
rolling by.
So I'm gonna keep it moving.
Okay.
My muffins a little bit, stuff. I think you're gonna be okay.
There's some celebrity stuff that I have been ignoring. I have been ignoring for a reason because it's stupid, but I don't really know what's going on. So can y'all help me with the feud between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B?
And Cardigan backyard again?
Yeah, somebody explain it to me like I'm a little kid because I see it, but I refuse to indulge because I honestly I don't care, but I'm slightly curious because it's been going on for over a week now. Like, what happened?
It's been going on for years at this point.
This has been a thing for a minute now. I think I can.
Years. That's how much I know.
Since Motorsport, there's a Migos song, Motorsport, that since they were taking shots at each other, Quavo put both of them on the song. They're taking shots at each other from there. What's going on? Listen, this is the summary.
Okay, thank you. Please, I appreciate it.
Two male-identified Caribbean women who are both colorist and weird in their own ways. And both involved with men who have sexual assault allegations, and one has a conviction, are beefing with each other. Now, mind you,
sorry.
Am I lying? What part of this am I lying about?
Know. I don't know. I listen, I know some songs that Cardi B does. I can't tell you any Nicki Minaj songs. I'm gonna be really honest.
Listen, I'll be real. I think this isn't anything to say for talent. And if we have to do like that begrudging thing, like that we have to do, I'm gonna acknowledge that Nicki Minaj is one of the greatest rappers that's ever lived. Not female rappers, not New York rappers, not anything. One of the greatest who's ever lived. Her verse on Kanye West Monster off his album My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was fantastic and one for the record books. She had a generational run. Of course, she had no opposition during that time, but that's neither here nor there. The talent speaks for itself. Cardi B has a fantastic personality and presence, and she is a very fun person. People really resonate and identify with her. Again, both of these women are colorist Caribbean women from New York City.
Not unusual for
that love beefing online. Nicki Minaj, though, is a grade A hater, and every girl that thank you, my love. Thank you. I love you. Thank you, honey.
Hater.
But that's real love. Like, man, I just hold on. Can we just acknowledge that in real time? Like, wait, where's can Mark come?
He already he's used to playing support.
He did
what he needed to do.
You, my love.
He did what he needed to do, and he got out of there.
He's a king. He's a king.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. I'll be honest with you. I'm lucky. I appreciate my partner. He's the greatest. He's the greatest. But yeah, he's the best. He's the best. Even though all of my children look exactly like him and not like me. That being said,
just point out that when my daughter was born, she looked nothing like me. Nothing. My friend said oh man, Kai, she looks just like her dad. And then she kept getting a little older, and they just kept talking about how much she didn't look like me. And my response was, and I'm gonna tell you this, that's okay. I'm going to win this race.
You
Because it's a
did.
long race.
Long haul. She's the
It's
tortoise
a
and not the
long race.
hare.
Long
Bet.
race. There's a lot
Bet.
of growing to do. So don't even worry about it. Just tell them that's
Bet.
all right. I'm gonna win this race. And as y'all can see,
Exactly.
I
You know what?
won.
It's crazy. Your child looks so much like you and your mother. She literally looks like you and your mother mixed together. And it
Yeah.
made her. I say there is nobody else in the picture. I can't even
I
find
will
anybody
show
else
you
in
a
the
picture
picture.
of her when she was a baby. She looked nothing like me.
That's crazy.
So just don't even worry about it. You just hang tight. Just relax.
I'm keeping hope alive. I'm keeping hope alive.
Just tell them it's all right. I'm gonna win this
right
race.
now, I'm saying he's in the lead.
No, like when
Yeah. You know what? I look
I'm
exactly
you a
like my
picture.
father. I look like my father. And as I get older, I do see like some of my mother in me, but I look a lot like my father. And when at sometimes, like my children look exactly like my father to me. And then I realize my niece and nephews also look like my father. And then I came to the conclusion that my father just looks like an angry baby in the face. So that's where we are with it. He does. I love you, Dad, if you're watching. Sometimes my dad pops there. I love you. My father looks like an angry Asian baby.
No,
He does. He looks like an angry little Asian baby in the face.
Not an angry little Asian baby.
He
Oh
does.
my
He's
god.
pretty good. That
like
was a
that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm not saying that to be racist. My
No,
father's
I
literally
mean-
half Asian. No, I'm saying this for the listeners who don't understand. My father's literally half Chinese, so like I don't. That's what's going on with
like
him.
relax.
That's-
He
right,
is
relax.
Asian.
I'm not being xenophobic. He's literally Asian, bro. I'm not-
Listen,
I know how this
we
gets.
got called Nazis earlier this morning, so we have that going for us. Remember,
Who got called Nazi?
all of us, you
All of
included.
us as an admin
You
group
were
got
also
called
called
Nazis.
You might have
I
missed
missed
it,
it.
but you were called
I
a Nazi.
missed
Yes.
the drama.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I had to get up to get my daughter the thing. To
By
get my
another
mom.
parasocial weirdo who just like who gets obsessive, or like people are obsessed with having like their voices heard in these Facebook groups. That's what I realized. Everybody in Facebook groups is either like
Oh my god!
a
Can we
cock
talk
sucking
about
cuck
how
or fucking
people don't have
psychopath
lives? People don't. They really don't have
loser.
lives outside of social
None.
media,
They're
and
don't.
they just want to just dump. Like
Mm.
I block people every day. Like I'm
Every
not
day.
every
And the
day. I'm like,
personality switch ups from comment section to comment section is terrifying to me. I said I will never take any support y'all give with anything more than a grain of salt, because I've seen people say one thing in one comment section, and if they like the other person better, they say something else in the other comment section. I said, oh, y'all don't have any backbone at all. I said, y'all are some cocksuckers. I was like, you scared to disagree with people respectfully.
all right. So this is what she looked like.
First of all, she looks like Sara. Can we tell?
But y'all don't see me. There's no me there.
No, there's no you.
No, you.
No, you.
Doesn't look anything like you. But
Nothing like you. That's crazy.
You know what?
I just
do
want to
see
give
your
you
mom though. I still see your mom. It's
but
in
you
the
don't
eyes.
see in the eyes
No, I
a
don't see you.
little bit, but the face
I
is
don't
not
see
me.
you though. Mm-mm.
It's not me.
Oh,
So
she
just,
is
I want to give you hope.
Oh my
I want to give you hope that we went
Thank
from this
you.
to she's my clone. Like just so you know.
She literally is your clone, and she was a gorgeous baby.
Oh yeah,
She's a gorgeous young lady now, but she is a gorgeous baby.
That is a beautiful baby.
It's a stunning baby.
If you would have put a gun to my head and said, "Is this Sarah's baby or Kai's baby?"
Yeah.
I would have said Sarah's. I don't even remember her having a daughter, but I'm
not
just
even
gonna,
playing. I
maybe
kind of
she
want to
put her
send
up
a
for
picture of
adoption. I
me
don't
as like
know.
a baby, because
yeah, no, but
that
I
does
just
look
want
like
y'all
me
to
as a
know.
baby. I'm not gonna lie.
That people were like, no, but your baby doesn't look like you,
what
Kai.
I'll
She
say
doesn't, but she does now. She looks exactly like you now.
No,
She's
with her now, she has
You would
your
never
whole
like
mouth.
she looked like that as a
Yeah.
baby.
But that, you know what? I can see it, like, from I can tell that that's her as a baby, only because like I know her face well from you. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
like if I were to just see that picture, I wouldn't have thought that was her as a baby at all. She looks so much like her. Yeah. She doesn't look like you at all. But now she's exactly like you. She
I'm
got
just
your
giving you
beauty.
hope. I just
Yeah,
want to
thank you.
give you hope.
Actually, I needed that like a lot. I needed that. I'm
But
gonna push
it's
through.
a
I'm gonna
weird
persevere.
thing to birth somebody. You birth a child that don't look nothing like you, and
It's
people tell
upsetting.
you that they don't look like you. And
We
you
were in the
like,
grocery store and this lady goes, God damn, that baby looks just like you, sir. Like, and I said, oh. And she's like, oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. But yeah, that baby looks just
and
like you. I
that's
said,
what they
oh,
do.
shit.
That's what they do.
I was so when my ex-wife had her daughter, I was so happy for her because she finally got a child that actually looks like her, but not only looks like her, but like acts
Yeah.
like her because essentially my ex-wife birthed her ex-husband. She can't. So it's like
Christian looks like
imagine it's
your
like
mother. Christian looks like your mother. He is more than even you look like your mother. He looks like your
I
mother.
think I look more like my mom than my dad.
You absolutely do. And he
That's
looks more like your mother than you even look like your mother. And you look like your mother. It is crazy. I said, give her grandson. Okay. That is not your son. That's her grandson first. Okay. But like she looks exactly like him. It's no way. I was like, yeah, you really,
Genetics are
people
wild
really are
though.
mixed. Yeah, I look
Genetics are
exactly
really
like my father's mother. Exactly like her. It's kind of wild. It's crazy. It's
like,
crazy. I'm just built like my great grandmother on my mom's dad's side. We're like long-legged, boobed people with
Mm.
not much in the back. It's very shameful.
Just a
Flat
big
as a pancake.
platform. Yeah,
Flat as a pancake back
no.
there.
No, it's
that's
funny
crazy.
when my you talk about you mentioned my mom. Um, she said that when she was a kid, she's
I'm
gonna
scared.
she's never gonna see this, so she's not gonna get mad at me. But she said
Uh-oh.
that when she was a kid, they would say that she needed to get she needed to be given a certain drug, like a medical drug, and what they would say she needed to be given is no acetol.
No, that's a tall. Oh man, I heard it too. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I'll
man, that damn
boo
that
on
hurt.
that one. I'm just
But
gonna boo you.
listen, y'all have seen a
Oh,
picture of my mom in a bikini. She has nothing to be ashamed of.
come on, finding them up. You know what?
She's unbelievable.
Actually, shout out
She's
to
like
everybody's
Right.
fine
70.
mom.
She's like
Okay.
almost 70 years old and looks better than everybody y'all know.
So
Wait, who's the fox on the end here? Who's
okay,
Wait, is that Medgar
I gotta
Evers? Wait, time out.
hold
Top
on. Okay,
left.
I'm sharing a family photo.
literally the top left? Is that Medgar Evers? Oh, that's a real
So,
question.
I'm
so
being-
I was going through the family albums because my uncle and aunt passed away, who were the two people in the back on the left side. So that's my Uncle Lee and his wife Arnett.
Extremely good looking people.
Okay, my family is extremely good looking, but as I was going through the albums, my uncle Joe, who's the person on the right, I realized going through the
with
album,
the arms folded.
right?
Oh,
All the
yeah.
photos,
That's what I was
Also,
asking about.
he knew a picture was being taken. And
right?
he knew it was gonna be-
Wait. This is me going through the
Oh, Uncle
album.
Joe.
I'm telling my mom, I'm like, hey, Joe just know he look good. Like he's stunting on all of y'all. Like he's letting y'all know. He was like, y'all gonna get this whole outfit. Like I'm not standing behind nobody.
And everybody, the crazy thing is everybody's fine, and he's still eating everybody
Hold
else
on.
in the
Are
picture.
you guys gonna question my
Everybody.
sexuality if I point something out?
Okay, let me tell you who
Nah,
these
because I see it. I don't. I'm
Look
not.
at the
No,
print.
I already
Look
see
at
it.
the dick print going off to the right hand side.
Can we not? Because these are my family members. Can we
I'm
not?
sorry.
These are her family members. Don't do
Okay,
it.
so
so in the
sorry.
front,
But I'll
from
shoot.
left to right, that is my uncle Edward in the front there. That is my grandfather in the middle.
Handsome.
And that is my grandmother on the right in the front row.
She is stunning. Is that your mom's mom?
Yes, that's my mom's
Yeah,
mom.
I can see.
These
Yeah,
are my
I can see the
mom's
face.
parents. And then on the back row, my Uncle Lee, who just passed, his wife Arnett, my Aunt Evelyn, who passed a year or two ago. And then that is Leah, Joe's wife, my Uncle Joe, who's peacocking. All of the photos of him from when he's a little boy to when he's an adult, he's stunting on him. I had to be like,
Hey,
yo,
man,
he killing him.
Hey,
And
Joe is that guy. I don't know why we playing.
As you can see, my
don't play
family is a
with Joe.
pretty good looking family. Everybody pretty much looks good. These are my relatives. So the men and the women, they come in the fine variety. But I was like, Joe killing them. He's killing them.
Is Joe flexing his forearms, or is he just built like that? That's crazy.
This photo has been giving me the giggles for days because I'm like, yo,
that's great.
Not only
is he wearing a chain? Wait a second. He got on a chain. Joe is too much.
He's stunting on him.
No, Uncle Joe.
Are those boots? Are those boots?
I can't
Where's
tell. They
Sarah? They
probably
look
are
they look like
boots.
Italian leather. They look
Knowing
like
him,
Italian leather. I could tell.
knowing him, they
I
boots.
could tell.
Knowing him, they
They
boots.
boots.
But of
That
my
man is
mom's
stunting.
siblings, the two, my uncle Edward and Uncle Joe are still alive. So my
It's
mom
funny
had,
because wait, you said your uncle Edward, and I thought you said Evers for a second. I was like, he is Medgar
He is
yeah,
Medgar Evers,
but I
but
just had
very
to,
handsome.
yeah, my family.
Everyone in this picture looks right. It's Medgar Evers, two members of the Supremes, um,
Literally. And
Shirley
everybody's
Chisholm,
cheekbones are
and
like
El DeBarge.
not Eldebarge is crazy and accurate and accurate.
Oh wait, one more. Hold on. This is my Uncle Lee who passed away. Because
Oh no,
also,
no,
I,
I'll
I
take
just
all.
got it.
I'll
I
take all
got
the
it. I'm
pictures.
sorry. I'm going down
Don't
this,
apologize.
No,
but
that's fine. We love this. This
you
is a
know,
great memorial to these beautiful people and their
he passed.
beautiful life.
I spent time with him, but this is way before my time. Hold on, is it going to come up? There it goes.
Look
This
at him.
Yeah.
this is my
You
Uncle
know
Lee
what?
when he's in
Look at the
college.
hair. He didn't even have no conk or nothing. Just smooth and shiny.
Yeah,
Just looking good. Looking good and built. Okay. All
stunting on him.
right. Stunting on him. This is
Stunting on him.
okay. Okay, I see what's going on here. You just try to flex. Okay. All right. Now don't be mad. Don't be
But he
mad.
was married. He and his wife were married for 62 years.
That's amazing. That is so
62
amazing.
years. And the thing is, I
What a
have to say,
beautiful.
um, for me, like, you spend time with your family. They were the married couple that I never saw them argue. I spent time in their house, never saw them argue. They were always happy. They always worked together. And if you wanted to eat well, both of them could cook. Do you like both? Like he used to hunt, so
I
he
love
had
that.
my Uncle Lee had actual deer heads in his den, like that he had shot and killed himself. They were all
I know people
around.
think that's so like horrible and tagging. I'm like,
But
yes, taste. There's
he
something
would
about
cook venison.
Listen,
He would
yeah.
he ate.
I watched
I'm
my
country like that.
grandfather. I watched my
Yeah.
grandfather shoot a squirrel out of a tree and then take the buckshot out of that squirrel and cook me squirrel,
And
and
cook
it
it.
was delicious. It was
Yeah,
Squirrel
no,
delicious.
makes
my
the
grandparents.
pretty
So
gravy you've ever seen. I
yeah,
love the
Oh
squirrel
wait,
my
gravy.
squirrel
my
gravy. Oh
grandparents.
no, it's no.
So good.
It's really good. It's
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 actually
really
good.
good.
really fucking good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I know.
See,
I
Yeah, I'm
sent
country.
I sent a
We're all
picture. I
country.
sent a
Like, we've
picture
all
of my
done this.
parents. I sent a picture of my parents
Woo.
since we were sharing family pictures. Sarah,
Mhm.
maybe load up a picture of maybe
You
some
have
people
one.
you want to share, because I think I got the picture to end all pictures. These are the people that like bumped
Where'd you
others
send
and
it?
made me.
Where'd you send it? Because
I
I don't
sent
see
it to
it.
the group post thing. The group. You don't see it?
Um,
Hold
I
on.
can't because I'm using my
Come on
phone
now.
right now. I
No,
can't even
it's in
like get
there.
off.
It's
I'll have
I
to like
said it.
just go grab the photo album.
I don't see it in in our group thing.
In our group thing. Hold on, I'm a hold on. I already sent it to the group thing for this chat, but I'm also gonna send it to
Did you
the
send it to the other one? Because
yeah.
sometimes
I'm sending it to everything, so y'all can see.
I ain't got it. It ain't there. But yeah, I guess going through the family albums, just because my grandmother gave me the family albums, so I have all these pictures.
Yeah.
Some of them, they might even be like 100 years old, like the pictures from way back. So it's funny because I keep scanning them and adding them to stuff, like, so that we
Yeah.
can have it forever. But yeah, I was looking at that. I was like going through the albums. I was like, my Uncle Joe just knew he looked good, child. He wasn't even trying to
It
hide it.
reminds me of my Uncle John at every wedding. So my Aunt Nita and Uncle John got married at 18, like right after high school. They've been married ever since they just had their 59th wedding anniversary in July. In
Mhm.
July. But my Uncle John, being, my Aunt Nita is the oldest sibling, the oldest sister of all of
Mhm.
my mom's siblings. So he was thus in every wedding after that as
Like,
a groomsman, and he does
mhm.
the same pose every time. And my Uncle John is a very light skinned, like he's basically Creole, extremely light skinned, blue eyed man who looks like Malcolm X in the face, but he puts his leg out and is strong in every picture. And you can always see they had those tuxedos at the time with the line down the side. It's like this beautiful straight line. but he's also one who knows he was fly. But my Uncle Frankie, they're all fine. My Uncle Frank looks like Mickey
Anyone
Barnes.
named Uncle Frankie is gonna just be fine by default. Like
Yes.
I don't think there's an ugly Uncle Frankie on earth.
I don't think that I'm no, because my cousin Frank is
What?
an uncle.
He's an uncle technically.
That's on the other side. He's an uncle, but he is strange. He's a strange person. I don't know what
He
he's
said
doing.
he's a strange
He's
person.
a strange person. He's not going to see this, so I'm gonna talk a little shit about him. My cousin Frank's
That's
strange. That's on my dad's side, though.
This is Chris's parents.
Uh, uh,
Look
you
at
see
my
the hot
mommy
take.
and that's my mommy and my daddy. They
Your mom
raised
and
me.
dad. Oh, we did this. We showed our parents pictures. I'm gonna show you.
I get it.
My dad. Look at wait.
I get it on both sides.
Before you pull away from this picture, can we just acknowledge my dad's eyes? I'm just saying, like
He's doing the light skinned stare.
he's
He
on
is.
one.
He still makes that face, and the reason I know that is because Chris's father keeps coming up in my people you may know, to the point where I'm literally just about to block him. I said, I know too much about you, sir.
So I can't find one.
I definitely know you.
I've shown my mom before.
It keeps
I'm gonna
happening.
show you
I'm like,
one
oh
of
my gosh, Mr. Taliaferro.
All right, this is
I
my
love this.
Okay, this is an incredible picture.
The dresses are so well made back then.
Wait, I'm
They
looking.
were.
Damn.
So,
It looks,
hold
look
on.
how custom this looks to her body. It looks fantastic on her.
As you can see, I come from a family of fashion, like because they were killing it back in the 50s for sure, and 60s. They were doing this on their own. So this is my
I love
aunt,
it.
Christine.
Okay,
But
can I ask a question? And maybe this is just me. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, okay, first of all, beautiful woman. We've already talked about the dress. Incredible. The pose, everything. The dress has pockets from what I'm seeing, because it seems like she has like she has her hands in pockets.
You see that?
Like that's
Pockets.
pretty good. One thing
you know what? This might be the first picture of a woman who
with
has a dress with pockets. That's crazy.
That's history.
You know how proud we get when we got a dress with pockets.
That's
the first thing we can't wait. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
One thing.
Wait, one more.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, Kai. I apologize. Okay, I'm looking at the car itself. Is the can I see the person who took the picture in the reflection of the car, or is that just me?
I don't know. Let me look.
Because what I'm saying is like that might be a reflection of a picture of like a family member is what I'm saying. Because like if you look at the car, it looks like a little head is poking out, and it looks like that's the person that's taking the picture.
I'm zooming in on it on my phone. Yeah, you can't make out who it is though.
It's hard again. Like the pixels are gonna pixel, but I just thought that it would be cool to kind of like give a little more context to that photo.
That's your mom?
itself.
No, this is my Aunt Evelyn.
Oh my gosh, she look.
I didn't know
she look a lot alike.
Eartha Kitt.
Huh?
Literally, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, is this Eartha Kitt? But your mom looks like Eartha Kitt.
No, this is my Aunt Evelyn.
She does. She has those the cheekbones and the jawline that
way
sharp
before
jaw.
Instagram and social media and all this.
She was a baddie doing the baddie pose.
They were taking pictures and stunting on them way
I love
back.
it.
But you know what I love about pictures like this, and we are all old enough to remember before you could take 1,000 pictures with your phone and look for the best one. Right. It's like this was an era, that's comparable to the era.
You got what you got.
Like, hey, you
got what you got, and you figured it out after it was developed.
You figured it out, like you took it. You didn't know what it looked like in that moment until you got it developed. So she took that pose. And this wonderful pose that we're seeing was just one take, no notes. Didn't look at it to like, oh, let me sit this way or let me do this. No, she just nailed it. She just was like, hey.
There's another one of them with my Aunt Evelyn and Aunt Cookie together. I don't know where it is. Maybe next week I'll find it before then. And they're in swimsuits and they're posing. So like this is way before we, way back.
I gotta send in some too. So I have a that's crazy. I haven't even started digitizing them because honestly, I miss my grandparents so intensely, like to this day, that I can't really like
those two people you saw in that picture. I spent most of my summers my youth with them, and I treasure those
Right.
times really
Yeah.
very much,
That's my
very much.
mom's parents. I was extremely close with them, and it's still like it's still so difficult sometimes to even like look through it because like they're not here. Saying
They're not,
it's hard
I
for me.
mean,
It's hard. It's
I guess
crazy. Like I
I'm
have
just
their pictures up in my house, but I'm so like desensitized to them. But when I go back and I look at some of the other pictures, like one they're like
yeah.
memories from my childhood, or they're
Mhm.
pictures of my grandmother. And so first, let me say this: my grandmother was an absolute fox, beautiful.
Mhm.
Jamaican woman, had a six pack well into her like 70s. Like, so Fox was on the beach in a bikini, with her pure white silver hair, looking
Mhm.
fantastic, well into like the 80s, and she was born in the 20s. She was a fantastic looking lady, but it's hard for me to like see that because like I genuinely miss them that bad.
I know.
It's never stops. It has never
It
stopped
just
in all
doesn't
this
go
time.
away.
No,
Okay,
Yeah.
this is
no,
my
go ahead.
Uncle Lee and
Look how cute.
my mom
Look
and
how
my Uncle
cute.
Edward.
Oh
And that's
my
my
gosh.
grandmother's handwriting on the bottom there.
Oh my gosh.
Back
So
back
cute.
when people actually used cursive.
Right.
Yes.
So they,
I still listen, I just sat and taught my kids. I
yeah.
just realized that they didn't learn it, and I was like,
Well,
oh,
with
okay.
my daughter, it was funny. The first school she went to, which was a preschool, they taught them cursive because cursive is easier for babies, like little kids, to learn that it is than
It
print.
is.
So because
Yeah.
they never have to pick up the pen, so they taught them cursive. So she's one of the few kids in her age group who can read and write in
Yep.
cursive because that was what she learned first. And she thinks it's
Yep.
weird that they don't know cursive. I'm like, nah, it's because the school you went to taught you
Mhm.
cursive.
Yeah,
But
Exactly.
I will tell you right now that I like my son went through his entire school career in a good school system. I'm not going to
Yeah.
dox the child and tell everybody where he went to school, but
Right.
a good enough school system, and nothing wrong with it. But cursive was just not a part of the curriculum. So
Nah.
yes,
neither he nor none of his friends, like none of them know cursive, and it's
right.
Yeah.
weird to me. So like when he signed, like so for example, like when he turned 18, and I brought him to get his first like big boy bank account, and he's signing his name
Hmm.
and things, and he's just like writing it, and I'm
No.
That's your signature?
like that
That's
like but
print.
it's not
That's
his
print.
fault. Like I mean, like what
Yeah.
How you
is he
sign
supposed?
stuff?
It's just
I
Yeah.
crazy.
know. I went through the same thing literally like just twice because I had to take the 16-year-old about to be 17 next week, and the 18-year-old to get their IDs. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh, you guys don't know how to how to write in cursive. So I was like, okay, all right, I got to
And
teach
this
everybody how to
isn't
write
like
in
you
cursive.
wouldn't even think about it. Like I never even
Yeah.
thought about it till she brought it up because I like if the kids you don't have a reason to think about it. But
Well,
then
well,
Yeah.
she,
well.
mom, I'm
You
the
say
only
the
person.
kid. Wait, you say the kid's not having a reason. When was the last time that you had to write anything in cursive other than your signature? I'll wait.
I mean, I always do it
I
for myself.
always write in cursive.
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
write
Well,
it.
I mean, well, no.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm saying had to. That's the important
Had to.
distinction.
Yeah,
That's why
I
they
mean
took it out of the
mostly.
schools. That's why
Yeah.
they took it out of schools. But I feel like you still need it. You still should teach it. I feel like
If you
what is
can't read cursive and you can't write cursive, then you can't look at historical documents
I
because
agree.
right?
they were
Well,
all
wait,
written in hand.
I agree with you. I agree with
I
you
don't
guys.
understand.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying that, like, I know how I know that like the Q kind of looks like a two. Like I know cursive. My point is I haven't had to use cursive in like
Yeah.
25 years.
Yeah.
Well, like I
That's all
said,
I'm
I'm
saying.
okay with not using it, but I'm not okay with
With
kids not
not knowing
knowing.
it. It's like knowing a language.
Right.
It
Like I
is.
feel like the fact is I didn't think about kids not learning it until my daughter pointed out she was one of the only students who could read and write in cursive. And she
Yep.
was like, Mom, that's weird. Why am I the one that knows how to read and write in cursive? And then I was like, oh, it's because the first school you went to taught
Yeah.
you cursive. And it made sense. Like they were like telling me about the school. You know how you go through the little
She, she's
interview
gonna
and
she's
you
gonna
know, like we
she's
did
gonna
Yeah.
her.
be like uh an archaeologist reading hieroglyphs to like other people.
Well, she
And
does. She reads that when things come up that they have in cursive, she has to read it to her
Yeah.
friend. because they don't know how to read it. And the other thing that they can't read is a clock. They can't read an analog.
Oh my Lord. Okay, well, that's one thing. Okay,
They don't
it's
understand skip
I
counting
didn't make
either,
a point to
just in
teach
general.
Christian cursive, but I made a point to teach him clocks because that was one that like it stuck out.
Like
to
they
me where I was
can't
like,
read the clock. They don't know how to tell time on an analog clock. Everything is
absolutely
digital.
not.
They're
It's
going to be
really kind of horrifying. I'm not even
weird.
joking.
the way things are going, the grade goes down. There's going to be some real messed up children out here.
I bought Christian some watches for that reason because like it was like a fashion thing and he was into fashion. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna buy you a cool looking thing that will add to your outfit and you'll learn how to read
time.
Yeah, you're gonna
if
learn.
I could have bought him a cursive watch.
They also don't know how to like half past, quarter till. They don't know it. What
No.
And I was like, yeah, I don't mean to be like mean about it, but like there has.
Okay, can we talk about this though?
Never mind.
I feel like there's a sense of
there's not a lot of parenting. Like I know you guys parent your children. I know. I can tell. I can tell that there's some parenting going on. You making sure your child's able to survive in society and be functional and contribute. I know that's happening in your homes. But there's a lot of people who are not parenting their children right now. There's just no parenting going on. And there's like a bunch of feral kids, especially since the pandemic. And the feral children are being sent into schools with other children and expecting the teachers to parent their kids. It's really bad right now. And I don't understand. I don't understand because it's your child. I feel like I want my child to be a functional part of society and a contributing, person to society and not make the world a worse place. So I feel like there's some responsibility to parent your children, yet somehow the parents aren't parenting. I don't know what's happening. Like,
I've seen a lot of it. And what I've seen with my son's peers, again, he just graduated high school this year and so he's like right now he's not dealing with all those kids from his high school. But when he was, what I will say is there was a definite line and a distinction between the kids who you could tell had parents who were directly involved in their lives and the kids who were just kind of like winging it.
Winging it.
I'm not even saying that the kids who are winging it are bad or like anything. I don't think they're bad. Like, it's just they're doing the best they can with what they've got. Like like their parents aren't giving them those skills and just like having these types of conversations with them. So I think that when you combine that with what we're talking about how like okay, like this kid knows cursive, this kid doesn't. It's like it's up to the parents a lot of times to truly like teach their kids like certain things and not just depend on the system. And I've seen a lot of parents who just depend on the system. I'll give you one example and then I'll stop talking because I feel like I'm rambling too long. But
no, I'm gonna say something on it. I'm just listening and I'm just
okay. So there was one time my son was in 2nd or 3rd grade and his school didn't celebrate Black History Month, but they celebrated Women's History Month the next month. So what I did with my son was I made him do 2 projects. So we did the Women's History Month project because he was given a number of women he could discuss. He chose Sally Ride. Okay. Astronaut. Cool. So because he chose Sally Ride, I made him do a project on Sally Ride. And then we did a project on Mae Jemison, Black female astronaut. Just like, and it was like, you're going to do both. You're going to present both. His teacher didn't say to do that. No, like nobody, but he got an A+ and he got like, everything was good with his presentation, but he learned something. He learned about a Black woman who was just as accomplished as this white woman. And that's not to denigrate the white woman. He did the report on her as well, because that was who he was supposed to do the report on. But it's like, I made sure it's like, hey, you're going to know your history. And I'm going to also tell you, I think it's a little weird that despite your school being pretty good in terms of curriculum and stuff, they didn't
do anything for Black History Month.
Do anything for Black History Month, but it's like, oh shit, I dropped my water. God damn it. Sorry. I'm a spaz. I can't. I was making such a good point. And I'm like, SpaghettiOs.
No, oh, spaghettios, please.
Wow, that
Yeah,
took me
but it
back.
is important. It is actually important to, like, to teach your kids at home. I will say, like, so
But you got to be
there's a function of capitalism though that is keeping people too busy to properly parent their children. And I am going to, like, not take away from the societal um aspect of this, as
fair.
far as, like, people's time, their education levels, what they're able to do, how much time they're even allowed to spend with these children, especially, depending on their work schedules and what they need to do to survive. That being said, I am a member of the PTA. I'm a member
Right,
of a few P. I'm a
I
member of a
joined the
few
PTA as
PTAs.
soon as I could.
Yeah,
right.
and I know I'm gonna say this as well. So I work sometimes 60-hour weeks, and I'm still going to show up. And I think more than anything, there is an attitude of selfishness and entitlement among parents. And
Mhm.
also, there is a group of kids being raised by the internet who've internalized a lot of pop psychology terms with no actual understanding of what they mean. So they have it in their head that they are not supposed to have any responsibility or
Mhm.
accountability for their own actions, and everything is the fault or idea of their parents. For instance, there was a girl um, recently that was struggling in school, and her parents, that I know, and her parents said to her, like, well, you don't know how to do this, and we're trying to get you help. And she's like, well, you guys never taught me. Now, mind you, this child went to school every day last year and completely, like, skipped class, hung out in the bathroom, vaped, did anything like that. Well, if your parents aren't teachers and they're sending you to school to learn, what at what point is it your responsibility to take your behind the class and do it? And that's not to put it away. Don't get me wrong. That's not to put it all on children, because
Mhm.
that's a larger cultural issue. There's all of that. But at some point, like, again, they've internalized a lot of these pop psychology terms and this idea that it is everybody else's fault, and
Right.
they conclusion
I mean,
shop and
I don't know
answer
where I read
shop
it.
and
I
everything.
don't know where
Misdiagnosed
It's
I read
of,
it, but a
like,
Yeah.
kid like got suspended or got something like that for vaping at school,
Mhm.
and instead of the parents like working on getting the kid help for vaping and making sure they don't vape again, parents in a note to school that said the child had an addiction issue and to not punish them for
there's
vaping.
absolutely enabling parents, but I think
Yeah,
I think
that's
that, wait,
that's
hold
insane
No,
to me.
and I don't think,
I,
and I'm going to say this about my personal experience right now. It is mostly enabling parents. It
oh
is
It
yeah,
mostly
is. That's
enabling
what I'm
oh yeah,
saying.
parents.
Like
well,
I
well,
feel
If they're
well,
like
coming to
that's why,
school,
wait,
there's
that's
so
why,
many
that's why
parents
I'm
that
glad.
want to be friends with their kids, and our
yeah.
job is
So
not to
so
be
they're taking
friends.
their kids to the Young Boy concert, and they're
Right. It's
smoking
like
weed with their kids when they're
you're not your
15,
kid's
and they're
friend.
doing
You're
all
their
that. Yeah.
parent. You're a
It,
parent. Your responsibility is to raise
child,
this person and to get them to adulthood. You're
thank
not
you.
supposed to be
No,
their
no,
friend, or if
but
if your kid's mad at you,
I
your
Yeah.
kids are going to get mad at you.
I
Like I think a
Right.
lot of
quickly,
people
I,
don't
I
like
want
to
to.
deal with that.
I want
Yeah.
to say one thing. I think that both of the points that you guys brought up are, it's like they're like this, and because so you talk about kids who, you know, are just inundated with like all this pop psychology, so they think they can diagnose themselves.
They're
But
they're
but the
selfish,
reality,
narcissistic, and
but the
manipulative, and I'll be
reality is
honest about that.
that
So many of them.
their
You little
parents.
assholes.
They
No,
are.
but the
They are,
reality
and
is
they're the children of those people. That's why their
right,
parents
but
are also selfish, manipulative, and narcissistic assholes
right,
who
but
don't
that's
want
what I'm
any sense
saying.
of
So it's like
community, but believe they should be entitled to all of the fruits of everyone else's production,
Mhm.
and they don't want to contribute to the greater good at all. And I'm
Right.
sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it is extremely frustrating to me
It
because I come
is.
across it every single week. And I said this to Chris before as well. Everybody want to die for the revolution. Nobody wants to do the dishes. Nobody wants
Oh,
to do the work, the constant sustaining mundane work of showing up and being there every single day. Everybody just wants to be the star of the show and the president. Nobody wants to be the treasurer.
right.
Nobody wants to be the secretary.
Right.
Nobody wants to show up and do the
Because
concession
it's work.
stand or sweep the hallway or
Because it's
hand out the
work.
flyers or
Because
anything
it's
like
work.
that.
Because it's work.
And I'm
Because it's
over it.
work.
And it's like, and that's why your kids come
Jesus.
out like that. I'm gonna preach to y'all right now. Like, I'm
Mhm.
gonna do my own finger wagging. That's why your kids come out like that. They're selfish because you're selfish. They're selfish
Right.
because you don't model to them what service is. and you need to be there. So I don't want to hear anything about what we all need to do so that y'all can grandstand on the internet or anywhere else. Y'all don't show up, and it's your fault. It's your fault the children are like that. All right,
Oh
I'm
wait,
done. Sorry. Rant
where's
over.
my hold on? Where's the clapping? Shoot, I don't even have it.
You don't have the,
I need my.
Sorry.
I need
I'm
my
so sorry, Chris.
Okay, there
I'm
you go.
so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm over it. I don't
No,
want to hear
it's
it.
good.
These are the most selfish fucking children, and it's because they have selfish parents. Their
But
parents are
that's,
selfish.
but I mean, that's essentially what I was going to say. And when when I was talking about how these kids kind of like self-diagnose themselves with
Yeah.
it's like their parents and their grandparents are doing it. So when their little special snowflake says, "Oh, like this, that, and the third is like how I feel," instead of actually like taking them to therapy and like working through it, it's just kind of like, oh, well, like it's that teacher, it's that this, it's that, and
It's
it's like,
always the teacher. It's always the
Right.
teacher, isn't it? It's always the administrator. It's always
And
them
the
being
teachers,
picked
I feel
on
so
or
bad for
somebody's
the
jealous.
teachers.
Yeah.
The kids are
no,
so out of control, and they're
And
doing so much.
not to say that the teachers are infallible. There are some teachers that
Oh
are
yeah,
truly are
absolutely.
haters, particularly on like little black girls. They're always
listen,
haters.
I,
There's
I,
some
I,
administrators that
wait,
only like the
wait,
bad kids but have the worst
Sarah,
attitude for like regular kids.
Sarah, I
Yeah.
just told a story about how one of my son's teachers ignored Black History Month.
Yeah. No,
Literally.
we
So
know. We
like,
know.
so
Okay,
I'm not
it's
gonna
so
sit here and I'm not gonna sit here and say,
so
oh,
that's
it's
not.
all on the parents, it's all on the kids.
Yeah,
Well,
and
Yeah,
I'll
but
be
it's
honest. There's a
how
lot
you
of Black
deal with these
excellence
things.
brunch. Yeah, well, I'll say this in academia, even at the lower levels like elementary and middle and high school, there's this Black excellence brunch ideology where if everybody shows up in a tie, then suddenly we're gonna Joe Clark our way out of the worst test scores in the fucking state. And I'm over that idea too. I'm over it. I'm over it.
oh
I
yeah.
want to have real common sense conversations, real talk with each other about this, and figure out
Mhm.
how we can get these kids performing to or above grade level, how we can make them understand they are global citizens, but first they are local citizens, and they
Right.
should be kind to each other, and they should be helpful, and they should be concerned about the issues that are impacting them and their ability to learn in their communities. Like, and
Right.
that's the important thing. And we never get to do any of that because everybody's so focused on wearing Chelsea boots and showing up on Dad's Day for Donut Day. And mind you, he hasn't come to anything else in the fucking ever in the fucking school. Our mom hasn't showed up for anything
But
else.
you
But
know,
when it
there's
comes
a whole
to
thing.
time to wear a fucking church hat and a goddamn pair of Chelsea boots, everybody wants to show up and march and show up. Like, what the
But you
fuck?
know,
Y'all don't
there's a
raise a,
whole
a
thing.
damn dime.
There's a
That's
whole
why I
thing
made sure
going
I
on.
was in the PTA, because
Exactly.
if I'm not there, I don't have a voice.
But
And
Hello.
you know what I mean?
Hello.
okay, there's a whole thing about looking like you're doing something, or looking like you're doing a good job, or looking like you're important.
Rather than doing
Because
anything substantive.
because there's a lot of parents
Yeah.
who want to be seen as a good parent, but they don't want to put in the work. And I will share a story with you all when we get off about that, because it's a lot of parents like that. They want everybody to think that they're doing a good job and to
I'm
think that
gonna
they're
tell
Girl.
you who it's like. I'm
and
gonna tell
then
you who it's like. It's
they're not actively
I'm
involved at all.
I'm gonna
At
tell you
all.
I'm gonna tell you the wrong kind of parents, the wrong kind, and I'm probably gonna piss some people off, but it's fine. I like pissing people off. The parents that you're describing are Jill Stein parents, meaning
Yep.
that,
Right.
that they show up for the general election, but
Mhm.
were you putting the groundwork in like
Where
over
are you at the grassroots? Where
where
are
are
Right.
you at
you
the
the
grassroots?
grassroots? You just want to come to the concert and clap for your kid instead of
Child.
instead of actually like doing the
Hello.
day-to-day work that would
Hello.
make your child a better person by being
Right.
actually involved.
Making them read, limiting their fucking screen time, not
Right.
letting them talk to
Not
people
being their
crazy.
friend, maybe
No,
making them upset at you, because if you're doing a good job as a
It,
parent, your kids are going to get mad at you at some point, and
they
you're going
should
to
be
have
mad at you.
you know what's something that I do with my son? It's
Mhm.
that I'm honest with my flaws. And I
Right.
tell him certain things that I've done wrong that I
Mhm.
currently want to work on and
Yep.
Right.
that I think I could be better with.
Yes.
And I make sure that he knows it's like, hey, like think for yourself.
Mhm.
Your mom's not perfect, your dad's not perfect.
Right.
We're trying the best we can. This is
Mhm.
what I think is wrong with myself that I'm trying to work on. This is
Child.
what I think you could work on.
Mhm.
Be honest with your kids. But a lot of
Right.
people, again, it's just like a pity party and like a fucking like, oh,
All
like
the time. And
my
everybody
And
thinks
baby.
they've had the
your
worst
kids get
adversity.
mad. your kids being mad at you. It's tough. You know, when your kids get upset with you, like, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes my kid hurts my feelings. I'll be like, dang.
I have.
I'm
gonna tell you guys right now, and I'm gonna be super honest with you guys. There have been times where I have cried my eyes out because I know my son is upset with me, and I understand why he's upset with me. I understand why he's frustrated with me and doesn't understand. Like, it's like, and I'm talking about he's like 8, 9 years old.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
He's 18 now. He really kind of gets certain things. It's a lot better. But like, when he's little, it's like, okay, but I
feel like a horrible person.
I'm still doing this because I'm your dad, and this is gonna keep you alive and well.
Right.
So
I'm trying to make you better. I'm trying to
but
make
some
you.
people do not want to sit with that
discomfort,
and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna switch. So before this is
my bad, y'all. We was finger wagging.
We were. I gotta check on my food. I gotta check on my food, but I can hear everything. I'm here.
Okay, Sarah, you actually started this conversation on my page because you were posting about like people not doing stuff when they were young, and it reminded me of like I'm so happy that I enjoyed my 20s.
Yeah,
because I see people in my age group like doing stuff that you should have done that back then. So I
grow it. I love this picture. I love this picture.
I'm 21 in this picture. I just turned 21 like the previous month. I'm pretty sure this is a New Year's picture. And I'm out with my girls.
I love this picture. This is such a baddie 1997 to 2002 coded picture.
This is 90, right? January 98, like the New Year's 98.
I can tell. This is so iconic. I'm obsessed with everything in this picture. You guys look like a girl group. I expect you to bust out.
That whole night. They were like, "Are you guys a group?"
You look like a group. You look like a group. I love it. Okay, it's so iconic.
So this is like, I don't remember what I said, but to summarize, I basically said I'm happy I did 20-year-old stuff. I had my fun. I did fun stuff because when you get to be over 50 doing the same stuff, you look crazy. Like you're gonna hurt yourself.
Or when you get to your mid-30s and you realize that that being somebody, getting married too early, like, well, let's start. So the conversation started with that. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Aisha, but like, okay, so I'm waiting to see if he's gonna come back so he can see this picture, but he might not be able to see it. Okay.
I say we keep it up just because it's iconic. Though.
Okay, keep it up.
Keep it up. I love it.
All right, so I'm just thinking about like, okay, I had my fun. Like I had fun. I had so much fun when I was young. I enjoyed myself, and somebody was like on my page, like, oh, well, I don't think that old people can't go out or something like that. They were going to disagree.
Nobody's saying that.
If you follow me, you know I still go out. I still do stuff. There's still inappropriate parties.
This picture is so like girl group. It's like
I know that's what I said.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I might have missed some of the conversation. I'm just like, this is like a promo shot for like a girl group.
I love it. I'm obsessed with this picture.
No, I wasn't saying that as a pejorative. I wasn't saying that as a bad thing.
It's iconic. It's so iconic. No, it literally looks iconic. I love it. It's so, like I said, it's so like 1997 to 2001, 2002 coded.
This is 98. I'm pretty sure this is January 98. Like it's December 31st, 97, January 98.
It's iconic. It's so iconic. Okay. Like you guys would have fit.
Shout out to Jane Von Oy on the right.
Love it. Yo, chill.
All right. So like, okay, so I was talking about it and I was like, I want to point out that even though, I'm older, I still go out. I still hang out with my friends. I still go to parties.
Absolutely.
But I'm not hanging out with 20-year-olds. And you see people trying to recapture what they passed by because they didn't do it back then. And it's like, man, that's what your youth is for. And so I think Aisha Curry was talking about something like she didn't want to have
this is going. Okay, no, this makes sense.
Get married, and then you made a post about you like like now you want to be naked, right? You're like,
he's not. Yeah, I knew.
Woman. Man, I like her. I don't like her.
I laughed my
like
ass off at Sarah's post. I laughed so
I
fucking
can't stand that girl. Oh my god, I can't stand that girl. Like this, yo, and it's only because like this is my thing. I hate that brand of extremely churchy, good girl kind of woman, like that good girl churchy misogyny. Where I
Yes.
remember, so I showed the tweet that Aisha Curry put up in
Yeah, I
2015, where
remember
she
that.
goes, "Oh, ladies should keep it to themselves. Save the good
And
stuff
then
for
like a year
somebody
later,
you
she was in a
love."
bikini.
Yeah,
She was
no,
like, "Pink
six
pal,
years like 6 years later,
pink
she's
pal."
doing interviews on the Red Table Talk with Jada Smith, talking
Right.
about it's weird because people always talk about how attracted they are to Steph, and I don't get any of that. Yes, bitch, they were laughing at you the whole time. You did all of that. These good girl points. You were like no, and seriously, I remember in 2015 the dumbasses and the misogynists were like propping her up. See, be like in a world full of such and such, be like
Me and
Aisha Curry.
Aisha.
Be an Aisha Curry because she
No.
just and the second that lady opened her mouth, here it goes. And it's the same with Jada Pinkett Smith. So I see why she had her on that show. The second Jada Pinkett Smith started saying anything other than Will Smith is the greatest man that's ever lived, and I love as soon as a woman says anything but that, then it's automatically, oh, she's horrible. She hates her. She hates the kids. But now
Right.
she's getting the backlash from all of that. Aisha
Right.
Curry thought she was bigger than the program. And that's what a lot of these misogynistic women do. You think you're bigger than the program. You think you'll never be a victim of misogyny, but you are. You are.
Yeah.
That pedestal you built, that mansion that you look down at all of us from is a gilded fucking cage. And now
It
you
is.
can't say a single word. You can't
Right.
actually be anybody. You're never going to be anybody other than Steph Curry's wife. See,
Right.
she had a movie
guess what?
last year? Anybody know that? Does anybody know she had a movie last year? I didn't
Wait,
fucking know.
she
When
was
she
in
said,
a movie.
yeah,
I
she
think
said
I
I was
saw
going to
a movie.
focus on my career. And I said, what career? What do you do? I
I
haven't
didn't.
even
I
heard of
saw it,
anything.
But
but I
What do
didn't
you
know
do?
what movie it
let me
was.
let me let
I
me tell
think I
you
saw it.
let me tell you guys my favorite thing about this, right? Is the very patriarchy that she is pandering to when she says things like this is the same patriarchy that in their 20s did whatever they wanted. Because
Yeah,
spoiler alert,
clearly.
I was a whore until I got
And it was
married.
okay.
Like
Amen.
I got married. I got married when I was 24 years old. Okay, from like 18 when I broke up with my girlfriend because she had a drug problem that has nothing to do with anything. But like nothing to do with anything. She's dead now.
Chris's lore
Rest in
goes
peace, I love her.
insane.
It's fine. No, but like from like 18 to like 23 and a half, right? I was a whore.
Okay, let me
That's
just
prime
say.
wild out time. That's prime
Just
Let me
wild
like
out
just
time.
say.
wilding
For
out.
me,
And
Everybody was great naked
do I
at that age.
regret a second of it? No,
no.
I don't. No, I
Well, here's the
don't.
thing. It's different for men. It's different for
It
men.
is. No, but that's
Because let me
the
tell you,
point
in
that
my
I'm making.
family,
It's like
and y'all stop interest,
I'm allowed to do it, but like,
right?
like Aisha Curry feels like if she would have lived the life
So
that I
it's
lived,
a whole
she's
good girl
doing
trope.
something evil. And
It
no,
is.
some
There's
dick.
a whole good girl trope.
It's a
There's
good girl trope. Yeah.
whole good girl trope, and there's a lot of women my age and younger who are waking up. I was woke then, okay? Because people
Same.
accused me of being fast when I wasn't fast, when I was very young, because I don't know, I was always outside the box, even when I was really, so I'm talking like 12, 13, 14. My own family members were saying negative things about me and calling me names. And I had, I'm a little
Oh, of
kid.
course.
I'm immature.
Yeah.
I remember like I was 17 and they accused me of being a prostitute, which was crazy because there's nothing, there was nothing about me.
It's like this idea that you just have to like police a little black girl's sexuality like
Right.
immediately. Like, people
And I
lose their
realized,
fucking minds.
I heard the term fast all the time, and
right.
when I heard girls being described as fast, I
Mhm.
heard the things that they were doing being described as fast as things that I was doing in real
Encouraged to do
time.
actively.
And right,
Being
and no
encouraged to do.
one was calling me fast. That like
Right.
if anything, if I said, oh, like I kissed that girl, like people like,
Oh,
you're a little
got a
Casanova.
girlfriend.
I wasn't kissing anybody, wasn't doing any of those things. And then I realized it was trying to put me in the box. They were trying to make me stop being myself, which was like I would tell people how I felt. I didn't hold my tongue. I was known for, they were like, oh, she talks back to the adults. Like, I didn't care. So by the time I get to be old enough to go out, despite the fact that people were trying to get me to get back in the good girl box, I was never in the good girl box. They already destroyed the good girl box when they told me I was fast when I was little, and I was like, oh, okay, well then, yeah, F it, then let me just go be me. So I was able to just go and have fun and do whatever I wanted to do at a young age, and I just didn't care because people are going to judge anyway. What I'm noticing now is that people my age and in your age and younger are like up to the fact that they lived their lives as this good girl and they didn't get the rewards that they were promised of this wonderful husband.
It was never gonna happen.
It was never gonna happen then. And they're like, Aisha is one of those good girls who did everything right. And now is she in her 30s? I don't even know how old she is.
She's a year older than she's 36 years old. She's a year older than me.
She's in her 30s. Yeah. And she's realizing, even though she got married and she has the basketball husband, but everything is identified to him. Everything that she has is connected to him. She's trying to make a space for herself and step out of his shadow. And it's very hard to do that when you've lived this life for so long and people associate this person. And so now it's like, now she's being, oh, I wanted to do this, and nobody cares. Like they're like, that's what
don't give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody cares.
Wait, and when you say nobody cares, I think that's such an important point because what I would say is this. Listen, if you're a trad wife and that's the way you want to live and you really are about that life, whatever, man.
Listen, also shut the fuck up and get off the internet. I don't want to hear it. That's not traditional.
But that's what I'm... No, Sarah, that's
my bad.
I
have strong opinions about that shit. Get off the internet. What are you doing? Turn some butter.
Like
turn some butter.
No, we're making the same point. No, we're making the same point. But what I'm saying is when she complains about like her plight.
Hello?
That's what I'm saying. When you say get off the internet, it's like, no, like don't sit here and complain. Like,
don't tell us, bitch.
You married that man, like, you know what I mean? Like you set that life up.
Go take it to Jesus, Aisha. I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
It was just a curse heavy day. My bad. Take it to Jesus, though.
It's some days.
Take it to Jesus, Pentecostal princess. Don't talk in tongues about it. I don't want to hear it.
And run your mouth and fucking complain to us.
Yeah.
Because you're not happy with the life that you set up. You know what I mean?
You chose. And I mean, okay, all right, hold on. I'm a defender, just a smidge.
That's okay. I have empathy for her. We can defend her.
She was really young when she got married. She was very young when she got married.
She was and became a mother.
There is a lot of pressure to conform to these patriarchy, like the lifestyle, and there's a lot of pressure to marry somebody who's in the NBA. There's a lot of she was under a lot of pressure. So I'm a defender just this
and
much.
She was in a high demand religion. I'll say that she's in a high demand group.
Yeah. I think that at 36 years old, she's gotta make she's gotta try. If you're gonna get on, you gotta at least acknowledge your mistakes and say that was wrong of me to do so before you try to preach and tell people, oh, woe is me. Like I feel like it's got to be some balance there. We can't talk down.
And also, like, it's like a part of this too. Let me just say this.
Wives, I was just trying to say like I don't want to hear about a trad wife getting upset that her husband's neglecting her. It's like you chose to be a trad.
That's your fucking life, ho. I don't care.
That's your life. You know what I mean? So so I'm not saying that she is a trad wife, but I'm just kind of like making a correlation in the sense like it's almost like she's upset for the godly life that she chose. And it's like, why are you complaining to us on the internet?
Because I'll give you an example of a marriage that has a woman in it who has a high profile husband. Look at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle, she had her career. She lived her life. She held her position. She had a separate identity before her husband, and she was established, and she has kids, and she's doing the homemaker thing. I love her show. I love it. It's adorable. But
I think she's a charming lady.
She's a charming lady. And so it's here we have a married couple with kids who high profile, and there's what we would say traditional gender roles in some sense. But at the same time, she is not just a wife and a mother. she's her own. She's Meghan Markle. She's not even the
Yeah.
Duchess of Sussex.
Meghan Markle first.
She's Meghan Markle first, and so there's space for women who want to do these things that doesn't require them under the umbrella of patriarchy. Like it's space for you, but you can't be up under this umbrella and then talk down to women and like, oh, look at you, you're naked, and then just try to jump over here on this side. Like, yeah, I'm over here.
Man.
That's
Look,
the.
I'm not gonna say that Princess Diana was killed in like a conspiracy thing, right? That's not what I'm saying. But what I will say
right.
is that
she was.
What I'm saying is that
when you're still married to the prince.
Once Princess Diana's autonomy was kind of like separated from Prince Charles, and it was like, okay, she's a celebrity and like a figure in her own right. Then
everybody loves her.
That's all I'm saying. Anyway, you guys go on, whatever.
Yeah. No, but I agree. It's like kind of it's absurd just seeing like women like Aisha Curry and like, you know, sitting in these like these high places of judgment on the rest of us, and then later lamenting that they don't feel as attractive or they don't feel as developed, or that, you know, she needs to find, you know, little YouTube cooking shows or B movies on Netflix to be in so that she can have a sense of identity. And it's like, yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Like you didn't know who you were before you started this whole journey, and that's natural. And I would have empathy for that if not for the fact that you're such an unlikable person. You are so judgmental. You're so fucking unlikable. And also, like, they cannot convince me also. No, part of this is that lady ain't coming. That lady, I don't think she's ever had an orgasm in her life. When I look at Steph Curry, nothing about him says like, yeah, I bet Steph Curry tears some ass up. It's no way.
Sarah,
it's no way. That pink man. No, that pink man. That pink man with his no eyebrows.
The end of his penis is pink. Like
it's like, absolutely pink. I said there's no fucking way. And no shade to pink penises.
Don't cover your ears, Kai. You know the truth.
I'm saying nothing about Steph Curry. Could you imagine for real? Nothing about Steph Curry was like, yeah, man, I bet Steph Curry be tearing some ass up. Never in life.
He be that lady that pussy up. No, he's not.
Oh God! Where are we going?
I bet they fucked through a sheet.
This. Please,
stop. I bet they fucked through a sheet. Like I don't care what's going. Like those people are too corny. Like those are
not fucking through a sheet.
Goofy and shit. Like, oh, you put it in. No, Steph, not like the fucking goofy. They're the least like sexual looking people. I've never seen fit like attractive young people that look less fuckable than the Currys.
You need to
Listen, nobody wants to fuck the Currys. That's the second time I finger wagging today. Nobody wants to fuck them. They are fit, good looking people, and nobody wants to fuck them because they're boring and everybody knows it.
She has been telling her girlfriends about the one time he hit it from the back. For 10 years.
For 10 years. 10 years. She was like, and that's how we got Riley.
Now, I didn't want him to do it, but
I didn't want to do it.
He just took
he asked me to put my Christian lips on his balls. Like, you're like, shut the fuck up. I can't stand it.
I gotta
so sexless. Y'all are so sexless. I don't care. Listen, we're gonna have to face the facts.
She's so sexless because, spoiler alert, light-skinned black men cheat. So
you know what? I don't think he has it in him. Steph Curry doesn't look like he got that dog in him, which is why I don't think he can fuck.
I cannot.
Okay,
he don't got that dog in him. Look at him for real. For real. I don't give a fuck if he's cheating or not. I don't think he's cheating. I think he goes home and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna pray about this.
Let's make a
fucking cornball. They met in church when they were 14. I don't think they're fucking. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I agree with you.
I'm trying to think if I've ever heard a rumor, because you know the rumor mills be going.
That's what I'm saying. And we know in the circles that we're in that we get that rumor mill. Never.
It's been a few weeks ago.
I lived in the area when they were in college. I have met these people at college parties in the area. That man.
No, but it was like within the past 5 years.
Never mind. Y'all got it. In 5 years?
In the past 5 years, I think I heard one. And of course, it's rumors. So, you know, people always say somebody's cheating.
He don't got that dog in him, y'all. I'm telling you. He does not have that dog in him.
I don't know.
Somebody who had that dog in him.
Like, because I remember, okay, let me tell you. When Shaq was married, He was cheating
come
so
on now.
bad.
No, Shaq,
Everybody fucking knew.
hold on.
Everybody knew. And I was like, that's true.
Anybody can still get it fucking with Shaq, to be real. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it.
Was fucking anybody that.
Right. But Steph, I think like in the last 5 years, I heard one. And I was
He don't
like,
got that dog in him. Kai, I'm telling you, he don't got that dog
people be
in him.
making up stuff too. People always want to make up stuff.
I feel like
I heard I think it was one, but it was recent, which made it weird because I was like, it's weird to be cheating when you're in the 30s. Like it's weird. Like you know,
he don't got it in him.
Difference. I'm splitting.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Hold on. Wait.
You gonna split the baby? Let's hear it.
I'm splitting the difference between both of y'all because I feel like we're kind of all saying the same thing, but not the same thing. What I'm saying is, right? Okay, so Sarah is saying that like he ain't got that dog in him because of the religious stuff. What I'm saying is he doesn't have that dog in him, but because he hasn't had that dog in him for like 15 years of life, he's gonna cheat with some church girl.
But
that's what I think is gonna happen.
I'm the opposite. My bet is the other way. I think Aisha's going tippy toe.
Right. No. See, that's what I think. You're okay.
I think
that's
why I said
if it hasn't happened already, it's
just like Steph Mama.
That the Instagram DMs be popping because there's always somebody waiting.
All it's gonna take is her getting a little bit of attention for the first time in the last 15 years from somebody who's like, you know, that's all it's gonna take.
It's knocking on the door. Like I feel
because
like
she doesn't have enough experience and she doesn't know any fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, that if that man ignores her one more time, she is going to fucking burst. And somebody gonna get a hold of her and tear her ass up one time, and she's gonna be in love. That's it.
Right.
I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. What do you mean I've seen it happen? Like it's a common trope. Taylor's all this time.
We can see them. I think the cool thing about being young and being out and seeing things and living life is that you get the experience to see stuff before it happens. Because I know what you're talking about. You go out with them girls and you be sitting there like, ooh, look at this naive little girl right here.
And the first time they like, oh my God, it's our man.
And then that one dude,
I got a story. I'll tell y'all later.
Jack walks in and
that's the same Jack swinging it, throwing it over his shoulder like a scarf.
And the women like us are like, look, she don't
like, nah, don't do it, don't even bother.
But she'd be like, oh my gosh, like
and he said, I have the most beautiful eyes he's ever seen.
So nice,
like, girl, get the fuck.
Like, is he though? Is he nice?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and this is why I'm glad I got all my dumb shit out when I was a teenager, like the Lord intended, instead of waiting till I was 25 and being a dumb bitch at 25.
Do you know how many
wait till I'm 50?
Wait? Like the people who are over 45 and cutting up right now, I'm just like, why? We too old. Please don't do this. It's drama. Your heart ain't gonna be able to take it. You're not gonna be able to do this. You don't need to be in these streets like this. Please, just let it go. Just let it
but ultimately, it always boils down to my favorite author, the greatest author of all time, Toni Morrison. Are you Sula or are you Nell? And there's a lot of Nells running around here. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot of Nells. And one day you're going to realize that we were all girls together. We're all falling under the same patriarchy. And you can sit in judgment all fucking day. But I'll tell you what, when I die, I'm going to die free. And I'm going to die at peace. Because I was happy getting all my whole shit out when I felt like it.
She's like,
did what I wanted. Busting it open. Had a good time. And the shit that y'all talking about, I was never worried about them fucking good girl points because I saw what happened to good girls anyway, and it didn't matter. The second they said a single thing out of their face, their entire reputation got thrown in the trash.
People gonna make up stuff. Like people make up stuff about me now. Like now. Like I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
we're old. We're old.
Like,
it still
people send me the stuff that people say about me because somebody's always watching. Somebody's always watching. And it's weird because I don't consider myself popular by any means, but I have a web presence. So then, somebody says something negative about me and somebody sees it, I get screenshots. And the stuff that people say is just be crazy as hell. I be like,
I'll be honest with you, and I tell people don't send me no fucking screenshots either. I don't give a damn about none of that. Because if they can't
That
say it
just
to
makes
me
me laugh.
directly, I don't care about any of it.
Well, I
No,
mean,
I
they
don't like
probably
that flying monkey stuff though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also like
no,
I want to
I
see.
don't feel like it's flying monkey because I don't feel like these people are friends with the person that says it. I think because
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
they come
friends.
across it organically,
Right, like
fine.
this
You know what I'm saying?
it's all
But
organic.
either way, I want if you send me a screenshot, you better have what the hell you said back to them in my defense with it, or else I
Right.
don't want to see
Like
it.
I don't think
I don't
it's
want to
not
see
like
it.
text messages or anything. It's like
Yeah.
people post like for example, the crazy stupid white school crazy lady. She posts crazy shit about
Oh
me.
God.
And
Oh
then
God.
people
Here
will
she
send it
goes.
to me. And I'm like, man, that's a wild rumor right there.
Which pregnancy is her daughter on? The
Child.
unmarried daughter, or is she married still, or is she?
I
What's
feel
going on
like
with
the
that?
one
What's the
that got
situation?
they both married allegedly. Allegedly.
Oh, okay.
They
All
both
right.
married, and then the one
Child.
that was married,
Okay.
she got a new husband now. Like it was
Okay.
like two husbands in like 4 months or something like that.
That's
Like
crazy.
crazy. But yeah,
Mm.
she, because I talk about those things and how strange they are. She likes to say things about me, and like when people send it to me, like complete strangers. Again, it's crazy. Like complete strangers I've never spoken to in my life will be like screenshotting and like sending stuff to me, and I'm like, what the hell is this, bro?
She's a weirdo. It's okay.
She's
No edges. She
not
can
the only one. Like there are other people that do makeup
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like,
Oh, I
I
don't
don't
doubt it.
like it's
I don't
weird.
doubt
Like
it. We're so old. We're so
I'm
old.
older than you, so it's like, what the hell? Like,
That's what I'm saying. But we're in
like
this. Listen, listen. We're in the same age group. When we scroll, there's 18 to
we scrolling
34,
for
and
the
then there's
same.
us right next to, and there's us right behind them. There's 18 to 34, and then there's us.
Right. It's like,
That's where we are right now. We're right here.
yes,
We're the
you're right
other
there.
one.
But it's so weird. Like it's so weird. Like I feel
It
like
is.
it's
It is.
being older.
People are
I was
fucking
talking about
freaks,
this.
man.
Okay, so like in my mom's generation, is just three of them left, right? And
Yeah.
so technically, my generation, we're the elders now. We're like we've stepped into the elder role. And I was talking with my cousin on the phone the other day, like it's weird, like we're the
Yeah.
older people, like we the elders, but I don't feel
You
like
don't feel. You don't
I
feel
don't
that grown up? No,
I
me
don't feel like a
neither.
grown up. I have never, like, to be honest with you, I've never felt like a grown up. Like, I feel like I'm just
No.
winging. I've been winging
To
adulthood the
this
whole time.
day,
Yeah,
sometimes I still gotta call in an adulty or adult, and a senior adult.
like
I
I don't
gotta
get
call
this.
it ma,
I don't
ma.
understand. Like,
What
I
is
just
this?
this is help me because
Listen,
it's
it's a
like,
lie.
and you think, and
No,
then the thing
I
is,
definitely don't feel like an
should we
adult
put him
ever.
down? You got
Hit the
down.
button.
Okay.
There we
So
go.
anyway,
We're not
as
doing with
I was
this with
saying,
Chris.
we're not doing this today. Anyway, as I was saying, it
So,
feels weird being an adult and people like looking to you as like the mature, the elders of the family when I've never felt that way. And so it also is weird that I'm still experiencing things that I experienced in like young adulthood and teenage years, like people making
hate
up
it.
rumors. How y'all
Hate
still
it.
making
It
up
never
rumors?
stops. It
People don't mature, bro. People don't mature at all. Like I just, it's like
doesn't.
I'm looking at. You
It
can't
just
see Chris,
never.
but he's got the Muppet on the stage still talking. People
Oh
don't
my
mature.
god.
And speaking of not maturing, people just don't mature. Like they just don't. They just don't do it. Like if you could see what I
I
saw,
just. I'm not doing this with him.
we're not doing this
I'm not.
today.
We're not doing this, Chris.
We're not doing. He's
Put
still
the
with
puppet down.
the puppet is still there.
All right.
Yeah, it's
You
still
know
there.
what? You
Yeah.
know what, Chris? We're trying to get our final thoughts because we're about to wrap up. But I see you're going to
Right.
be a child about things.
Yo, he's totally being a child. Really, it's still there. He's talking. We can't hear you, Chris. I just want
We
you to
can't
know
hear you.
we can't hear you, but we can see. I can see that when the Muppet is gone, we'll let you back on the stage.
You can come back.
You can come back. The Muppet is stepping sort of off. Nope, not. Okay. So anyway,
He's an idiot, bro.
I love Chris though. I do.
I do. You know what? We might as well just let him talk through the puppet. It's the same thing. I mean,
I
next
mean, we
time,
can rap with the puppet. We're going to rap.
let's rap with the puppet. Let's rap.
Rap with the puppet. Okay, that's fine. What is this puppet's name? Chris? Not yes or no?
That's Chris's puppet.
Chris the puppet. Okay.
That's puppet Chris.
I don't know how I feel about this. Let me take a moment.
Well, speaking of ignoring weird shit our friends do.
Right, because I usually ignore this. This is one like when Chris posts if I post a puppet video, I don't generally watch them. I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing that. All right, but I did tell him I'm going to give him a show with his puppet, so he's going to get a show. She said,
Okay.
"Oh
All
Lord," she
right.
said, "I don't know." All right,
That's
coming to
fine.
the stage is Chris the puppet. Y'all ready?
I'm
There
just
he is.
saying. I mean, what I'm saying is like you say, oh, like is this Chris? And clearly I have the hat on, so I'm bald like regular Chris. So like, can I just express myself? This is my artistic expression. You know what? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally cool.
You know
Look,
what?
It's
Knock
good.
my whole setup down. I had to
No,
knock my whole
no,
setup
what's
down.
great is the thing is I knew we were wrapping up. So I knew
right.
that, like, even if like hear me out. Hold on. What I'm saying is like if you're like, okay, like at the end of this, I don't want to deal with Chris's bullshit. You could clip all this. Like I did this for you.
We don't
Okay.
clip. We're
We're
live.
not clipping. We're live.
We're
We're
live.
live.
How do we do that?
We're live, Chris.
How
We're
I
do
live.
know we're okay. No, I know what I'm saying is like
Puppet Chris, you're not making
yeah.
this better. Stop gasping as a puppet. It's pissing me off. Puppet gasp is crazy.
No, I mean, I just try to,
Go to hell.
because it's my hand. That's what's funny. That's what's funny. But like, no, like it's fun to kind of like make sure that it like, kind of
You're
like,
an animal.
yeah, I try my best.
You're a very special person. I just want to say
I love both of you. I want to be super clear about that.
yes, but I
We
just
love
want
you
you to
too.
know how
The real
much
Chris.
of a
Thank you for
special
putting up with
person
me
you
for
are.
like the
You're
last couple of
extremely,
moments of this. I do really appreciate it.
extremely special. Okay, so let's just start.
This is
Where
rap.
yeah, let's wrap. Where can people find you, Sarah? And you're like,
Well,
don't find me.
Don't.
don't. Don't. Yeah, no, you can find me if eventually we're gonna get the other podcast back up, which we hope Kyle join us for as well. But things you don't see every day with Chris Taliaferro and Sara Tonin, our Facebook page, our everything pages. If you see me on social media, no, you didn't. And I do just want to give one thing. I just want to say one last thing. Get active in your communities. Get active with your children. Love each other better. Do not give in to doom and fear. That's all bullshit. They're weaker than they ever thought to be than you'd ever think to be possible. These are weak people. These are weak ideas. They'll crumble under the slightest bit of pressure, whereas we were built in under pressure. So love you
Yeah,
guys and take care of each other.
say that. All right.
Yes.
All right, Chris.
Well, I'll just say this. Sarah basically mentioned all of the places that you can find us. So I don't really have to say anything other than that. Hey, human Chris, can you just do me a favor and just pull one thing back up? Yeah, sure, no problem. Because my voice is deeper than yours, because I'm a
Your
man.
voice is not deeper than.
Rest in peace, Assata Shakur. Seriously, like,
With the puppet.
yeah, like seriously, with a puppet that actually has more hair than I do. Shut up! I got some hair. No, you don't. So like, I have to put a hat on to like pretend to be him to like like hide the hair that I have as a puppet. Shut up! Whatever. Rest in peace, Assata Shakur.
All right.
Okay, I'm done with nonsense. I'm done with nonsense. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
Okay.
done.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I love y'all both.
You're an animal.
Chris, okay. All right. So I don't even know where to go with that one. I'm just leaving it alone.
You got control.
What happened to my thing? Okay, let me see if I get up. All right. Is it gonna work this time? We're seeing. Is it working? There it goes. All right,
There we go.
guys. You know that we're still planning on going on our trip in December. Even though my mom fell, she broke her wrist and her knee. So
I didn't know this. I thought your mom was out of it.
no, my mom's she's got to learn how to walk again and stuff. So She said she's still going, so the plans are still on. The plans are,
Period.
regardless, she gonna get where we going, and I'll share that probably next month where we're headed. But she's gonna get there, via wheelchair, walker, whatever. We still
That's
doing
what I'm
it.
talking about.
We're still on. We're still on. So 3 generations, 1 journey still happening. If you know any business owners out there, please check my social media. I have posted links to find sponsors. So if you know my business owner wants to have their product, photographed or filmed in a foreign location with 3 generations from 1 family, and you see how we look good. So your stuff is going, it's going to look good. Whatever we post, it's going to be all right. So, and as you see, I got a lot from my Uncle Joe. I mean,
clearly. This is Joe family now. This is Joe family.
This family's dope. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. We're still doing that. That's still on. My mom is in recovery. I'm going to keep doing, not blog every day, but because I did the 30 vlogs in 30 days and people have been watching those, I'm going to continue to vlog my life, just not every day, because I was insane. Don't do that. Like, y'all, that was crazy.
Too much.
It was a challenge. I'm just proud of myself because I did it. So if you want to see 30 days of my life, which went from real highs and real lows, it was crazy. It's there. It's up. It's on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and watch that. You can follow me on Facebook and on, what is it? Threads. No, wait. Facebook and Blue Sky, kind of cool.
Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, all 3.
Well, Facebook and Blue Sky is kind of cool. So if you put in kind of cool, I should come up. Threads and Instagram, I'm Kai Fly Mommy.
Kai Fly Mommy.
Yeah. So if you want to follow me, I do talk to people and go back. I share comments and stuff, and I share crazy stuff. Not as crazy as Chris. It will never be that crazy.
Pretty good.
It will never be that crazy. But yeah, please follow me. I try to comment when people comment. I do.
You're a great follow. I like you on Blue Sky.
On Blue Sky, I'm not doing very much on Blue Sky.
But what you do put on Blue Sky, I always enjoy. I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm glad. I post more. I post regularly on Blue Sky. I just don't interact as much because there's not a lot of interaction going on there. But I am there. I'm there, y'all. Yeah. So if you there, I'm there, and if you comment, I'm a reply.
I am too. I've said one thing on Blue Sky, but again, if you find me, no, you didn't. I ain't doing shit.
It's funny because Sarah, I've interacted more with your man on Blue Sky. He's been a little more active on Blue Sky.
Yeah, he's popping on Threads too. I'm like, oh, look at you, babe. Look at you.
Let me go find him
famous. He deactivated recently. He actually deactivated recently. He's taking a social media break.
Never mind.
He's an adult. He does that sometimes.
You gotta do it. Mental health. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good guy.
A sexy man. Is it okay for me to say he's a sexy man?
Always, I do.
Yeah,
I do. Kai, I think you're frozen.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh no, did she freeze as we were talking about sexy men?
Is it me? Am I frozen?
Yep, you're the freeze, Kai.
It's the internet telling
it's not us, it's you, for sure. We're still oh no, she's completely frozen. Wait.
Kai, can you hear us?
Testing 1 2 1 2 3. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm just gonna stay here for a second. I don't know, what,
and then we'll pop off.
Yeah, but
that's okay because the show's still going. All right, we're gonna. You know what? We should just wrap up.
Yes.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, there we go.
Wait,
I don't know.
There's 2 guys. I don't know.
That's crazy.
There we go.
Well, there it goes.
There it goes.
Okay.
All right. It's time to go. Obviously.
You know what? Sarah was like, all right, let's wrap up the show. Let's do it.
I don't know what happened. It was just you guys started glitching, and then it was no. It was no. And there was 2 of me. I don't know. Maybe great. I'm in the Matrix, y'all. I don't know. Anyway.
She got
Sarah's
swapped out.
Though. She was just all right, let's do this. Let's just
hey.
I'll go keep it rocking.
Yeah, well, I'm so happy I got to hang out with you guys today. I love hanging
I
out
know
with you
we
guys.
needed this.
So much fun. I missed you guys so much last week, but it was crazy. Everybody had life stuff, so
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
we were on the chat, y'all. Like, so
y'all.
everybody was like, oh, so what had happened was, and so I was like,
I got
we
sick.
all
I'm
had,
still like
we all had stuff.
recovering. Yeah.
It's all good. But hopefully next week we will be back. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the end.
All right.
All right.
Bye, y'all. Thanks for coming.